from Edmondson Stadium on the campus of Stebbins High School in Riverside, Ohio. It's time for the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Tonight's game features the West Carrollton Pirates and the Stebbins Indians. Doug Brown, along with the coach, Jim Place, and down on the sidelines will be Andre Johnson Jr. And Coach, this is a big game for West Carrollton. They had 2 weeks to get ready for Stebbins. And Stebbins, they average 52 points a game.
Brownie, one of the things I love to watch is the game within the game. Quarterback Nate Keller for Stebbins is a 4-year starter. He's leading an explosive offense, but not so fast, Brownie. That defensive line for West Carrollton is big and physical, and they're coached by one of the best defensive line coaches in the state of Ohio, Coach Jackie Fells Jr. We got a ball game tonight, and it's going to be physical, Brownie.
Down on the sidelines is Andre Johnson Jr. And Andre, what do you got tonight?
Yeah, guys, tonight it's going to come down to a battle of styles. West Carrollton, they want to make this a dogfight. They've got running back Tyron Darby, one of the best in the conference. They've got Logan Cloyd at quarterback. He used to be a tight end. They want to make it a fight. They want to be physical, and they want to overpower Stebbins. But Stebbins, they believe in that high-flying offense. They've got Nate Keller, like Coach mentioned, and wide receiver Adrian Norton, who everybody told me before the year was going to be the breakout star, and so far, that's been true. Now, something we're all going to have is some beautiful weather for kickoff. I'm going to send it over to Natalie at our Dayton 24/7 Now studios.
Beautiful weather expected for Thursday Night Lights. Temperatures, they're going to be in the 70s around kickoff. Going to be hanging out in the 70s through the evening, but we do drop into the 60s by 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. mid to lower 60s. Mostly clear skies, so just a great night. Lower humidity, so finally some cool, crisp, fall-like air for football weather for our game on Thursday night.
And we'll be back with the kickoff and the coin toss right after this. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers.
Okay, guys, welcome to Thursday Night Lights. Okay, guys, like good sportsmanship tonight. Knock the heck out of each other, pick each other up, help each other, go back to the huddle. Nothing cheap. Don't talk smack, okay? You guys as captains, we have any problems tonight, you guys going to help us fix that, correct? Okay. West Carrollton, your visiting team, you get a call to toss. That state championship logo is your tail, the referee's your head. That's your head, that is your tail. You're going to make a call, either heads or tails. You're going to repeat what he said. If I drop the toss, we'll throw it again, okay? What's your call?
Heads. Heads.
Heads is the call?
Heads is the call.
Heads it is?
It is a head.
West Carrollton is your option?
Defer.
Okay. West Carrollton won the toss. They deferred their option to the second half. You guys like the football? Yes. Okay. You guys want the ball. Which goal would you like to defend? You want to see a scoreboard in the second quarter, correct? Okay, guys, swing your tail over that way. Stebbins swing over here. West Carrollton won their toss. They deferred. Will defend the scoreboard. Stebbins will receive. Guys, shake them up. Good sportsmanship tonight.
Here's the keys to the game. Contain Keller and Norton for the Pirates and force turnovers to protect the ball. And Stebbins, they got to control the line of scrimmage and they got to play well up front. That was kickoff brought to you by Schulte and Wright, and that is a squib kick, and Stebbins is going to get great field position.
Really, I like it. Coach Deion Black's gambling early. It didn't work, but the purpose of that kickoff is they fire it as hard as they can at a big body up front. Stebbins has big offensive linemen, and they try to get it to bounce off, not counting on them to have good hands. The Stebbins lineman fooled him, though. He recovered the kickoff.
Starting lineup brought to you by Carrollton Tire. Keller in the shotgun with Omar Holloway right behind him. Two receivers to either side for the Indians, dressed in their gray jerseys. There's a handoff to Holloway. Holloway up the middle. And he got into West Carrollton territory down to the 47-yard line. This starting lineup brought to you by Carrollton Tire.
Brownie, I like it. They came out. That zone play is called inside zone. It's the base play of Stebbins' offense. Go with your best play early. See how they do. Got 6 yards. They did pretty well. Inside zone. The linemen take the defensive lineman where they want to go. The back cuts off of it. He reads the center's block first, though, on inside zone.
Keller over to the near side. He's got a man in Dozier. Dozier's got some running room. He's to the 35. He's off and running all the way down to the 25-yard line. Brought down by Logan Cloyd for the Pirates. That's good enough for another first down. There's the replay. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, they get the ball out of the Dozier. They've got weapons all over the place. You know, and it's just like the New England Patriots. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as you can. And when you got skill players, get them the ball.
It's another Arby's first down. Once again, two receivers to the near side, or one receiver to the near side, three to the far side. One on the near side is Adrian Norton. He's the one to watch. Holloway in the backfield. Now he's going to go sidecar left. Holloway gets the ball. He's going to go right up the gut and get down to the 22-yard line.
Inside zone again. That's their base play. Just keep running it. Makes West Carrollton prove that they can stop it. You're in 4-down territory. You got 3 on first down. 3, 3, 3, and 3. That adds up to a first down. So Stebbins is happy right now. Stebbins is coming out with some energy and looking good.
2nd and 7. Ball resting at the 22-yard line of the Pirates. The Stebbins Indians offense is very explosive, too. Keller pitches over to Holloway around the left side, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
You know, it's a speed option where Keller has the option, of course, of reading the defensive end. He's going to keep her pitch. You know something Coach Bonifay said about Keller, the quarterback, said for 3 years he's been an excellent runner, which we just saw. He runs that option well. He said, though, he had a great summer passing the ball. He's now a complete package, running and throwing. Senior quarterback, 4-year starter, Nate Keller. Good one. Stebbins
has entered the Donato's edge-to-edge delivery zone. Here's a handoff to Holloway. Holloway down to the 5, into the end zone for a touchdown. So wait a minute. No, he did not get into the end zone. He is down at the 1-yard line. So it'd be 1st and goal at the 1. Here's the replay. Go ahead, Coach.
Just that inside zone again. And remember, the offensive linemen, they don't have to take them right, left, or even knock them off the ball. Just put body on body and let the running back read it. That's why it's called zone. Inside zone, outside zone. Probably the 2 most popular plays in all of football at every level. Stebbins is running it well.
What would you call here, Coach?
Inside zone.
Holloway gets the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. So the Indians, they drive 50 yards. That touchdown brought to you by Donato's. Dozier in for the extra point. And we were watching him in the warm-ups. He was kicking them 45 yards.
Oh, he's a left-footed kicker, Brownie. This guy's one of the best kickers in Miami Valley, maybe the state of Ohio. I think he can hit a field goal from 55, Brownie. Left-footed. You don't see that often. Plus a starting receiver. They call him Boomer because he kicks that ball so far. Sean Boomer Dozier.
Here's the snap. Good snap. Kick is up and good. And with 9:34 left, it's 7-0 Indians. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Tonight, after the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers, watch the Dayton 24/7 Now News at 11 on ABC 22 and get in the know.
Brownie, I don't think it was any surprise that Stebbins went down and scored. They're averaging 52 points a game. Now let's see what West Carrollton can do. Hey, remember, they've got Tyrone Darby in the backfield, 6'1", 195. He's number 15. He has Division I offers from Cincinnati, Iowa State, Toledo, Bowling Green, Akron. He is a Division I player. Hey, it's time to step up, Tyrone. Let's see what you got. Where Stebbins scored, let's see if West Carrollton can answer. We've got a show tonight.
This kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. Back deep is Darby and Cedric Anthony for the Pirates.
You bet Dozier puts it in the end zone, Brownie?
I think he puts it out on Route 4.
Oh, my gosh. Field goal? Field goal?
Almost. A couple of yards short.
That's a weapon. They call him Boomer. He's got such a strong leg.
I wonder if he plays soccer, too.
I don't know.
Here's a scoring summary brought to you by Rand Associates. 52-yard drive, 2-yard run by Holloway. The point after was good by Dozier, and it's 7-0 with 9:34 to go here in quarter number 1 from Stebbins High School.
Brother, what a night for football. It's a beautiful night for football.
Yeah.
But, I got to talk about the Stebbins band. Over 100 strong. They got to be one of the most well-coached and well-disciplined plants in the Miami Valley. They put on an impressive pregame show. Everything out here at Stebbins is clicking this year. Wonderful job by the Stebbins band. Love that Stebbins fight song, too.
Looks like Christopher Yao is in the quarterback now. And off to Darby. Darby up off the right side. He's not going to get very far, but maybe 2 yards.
Inside zone, same play that Stebbins runs.
This is a starting lineup brought to you by Carroll Wirtz Tire for the West Carrollton Pirates. Logan Cloyd is the quarterback.
Veteran receivers. Jordan Berry and Cedric Anthony, second and third in Miami Valley as far as career receptions. They've got veterans on the outside. Let's see if they go to them here.
Logan Cloyd is the quarterback with Darby sidecar left. Two receivers on either side. As a pass to, I don't have a number 8 on here. So
Antonio Robinson. He's a freshman, Brownie.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, that was called an RPO. The quarterback takes the ball and he reads the safety. And if the safety's coming up, he dumps the ball behind him on a pass. If the safety's sitting, he gives the ball on the run. RPO, that is also one of the big plays in all levels of football. Quarterback Cloyd really ran it well. That freshman, Antonio Robinson, looked good.
Timeout called
RPO.
on the field. Andre, what do you got? It's Hawaii night again.
Yeah, guys, after this game, we're going to head to a luau. You see we're dressed in Hawaiian attire over here on the Stebbins sidelines. Darian, man, what inspired the whole outfit thing?
To be honest, I really don't know. We just chose it. It's a recycle theme every year, so it's just one of the things we do. So threw it on. You see the whole student section, we got it on, you know what I'm saying? Yes,
And I'm here with Eli, man. Eli, we couldn't be out here last year. We had all the COVID stuff. What's it like being back in the stands supporting your team?
It's really good. We came in here as freshmen, and we really only got our freshman year as a football team, and we're really glad to be here, and we're really excited for the rest of the season, too.
And guys, my last question for both of you, gonna ask you the same question. Who's winning this game today?
You see the score. You see the score. You see the score.
Should we ask? Should we ask?
Who's winning the game today?
Who's winning?
A very confident Stebbins team and a very confident Stebbins sidelines. Guys, I'm going to send it back to you.
Hey, Andre, last 3 weeks, this is week 3. It's the third week in a row we've had Hawaiian night. Do you call the schools and say, hey, it's going to be Hawaiian night? Are we going to have that next week in Arcanum?
Hawaii is very popular here in the Miami Valley, Doug.
2nd down and 10, ball at the 49, handoff, fake handoff, and down goes Cloyd, back at the 40-yard line. Big number, 50, what was that, 58? That would be Clint Alcorn. Here's the replay, Coach.
Yeah, that was an RPO, and the quarterback got stuck in the middle of it. He wasn't sure whether he wanted to give the ball or whether he wanted to throw. You know one thing? West Carrollton came out with trips into the sideline, so you knew something was up where they were going to come to the field with Tyrone Darby, and the quarterback just really didn't have enough time because the Stebbins defense was all over him.
Here come the Pirates, 2 receivers to either side. Darby in the backfield, sidecar left.
Going to throw deep.
Floyd back to pass, firing down and over the head of Cameron McKinney.
That pattern is called 4 verticals. You run that pattern against a 3 deep zone. What you do is if they're sitting back in 3 deeps, you run all 4 receivers straight down the field, and the quarterback reads the free safety. He'll look one way to get the free safety to move, and then he's going to throw it to the inside receiver on the other side. 4 deep. Great pattern against 3 deep zone. There's Deion Black. Great player. Played for Patterson back in the 97 city champions. One of the best teams that's come out of the city of Dayton in a long time. Deion Black brought a lot of energy to these West Carrollton Pirates.
Rayvon Harris-Bell and Adrian Norton back deep. Almost blocked, and we might have... Ball is going to take a West Carrollton bounce and down to the 23-yard line. I'm surprised they didn't call that for a penalty.
We get a replay on that, Brownie. My guess is that probably he was pushed into him, but let's see.
Here comes the replay.
Let's see if he gets pushed into him.
I think he got by with that one.
Okay.
That was that replay brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
A lot easier to see on replay.
Yeah. No, we're not down there on the heat of the moment.
Trips to the field. Let's see if they throw that bubble pass out here again.
Holloway right behind Keller in the backfield. 2 receivers to either side. Or no, 1 receiver to the far side. Now Holloway moves up to its left. Here's fire downfield. Almost a nice catch by Rayvon Harris-Bell. He would have had some green grass. Here's the replay brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
They saw one-on-one out there with Harris and just decided let's go after him.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Stebbins 24-yard line.
Harris-Bell, excuse me, Rayvon.
3 receivers to the near side. You got Norton, Dozier. They got 3 receivers. Keller is going to hand off to Holloway. Holloway wide open in the middle, and he's busting it up to the 30-yard line, and he's going to be a few yards short of the first down, about 3 yards short. It'll be 3rd down and 3 at the 34-yard or 31-yard line.
That's Omar Holloway, big back, 6'1", 195. He runs hard. He loves the physical aspect of the game.
Look at the big center out there. How big center for Stebbins. What is it, 380 pounds?
Oh, he's a big man.
Hand off to Holloway going over the left side. He stiff arms one man, gets up to the 38-yard line and has the first down, make it to 39, has the first down.
That's Urban Meyer type of offense where you bring the jet man across the formation, fake it to him, and give it to the running back coming across the other way.
It's another Arby's first downs. We have the meats.
Oh, Holloway looks a little banged up. Oh, yeah, he's going to sit down the sideline. Trainer's running over there.
Looks like it's the ankle, too.
Yeah.
So, 6:14 left here in this first quarter. Keller back to pass, looking downfield, fires down, and he's got a man open in Adrian Norton all the way down to the West Carrollton 30-yard line.
What great concentration by Adrian. You know, I thought that one could have been picked. Nice ball. You know, like Coach said, Nate Keller, he's been a runner for 3 years. He's really worked on his passing game.
Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay. Nice catch. And he had Jordan Berry all over him, too, after he got the catch. First down brought to you by Arby's. This time Norton to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. All the way back in there now. Keller rolling to his left, looking down, firing down, and intercepted. The pass is intercepted by Jordan Berry, and that's a huge play for the Pirates.
That's a momentum changer, and West Carrollton needed a play to get them going. Let's see if they can get to going on offense. You know, Brian, Omar Holloway was bowed after one play. The Stebbins trainer, her name is Emily Mers. Here's the replay. It's a 50-50 ball.
Yep, Berry just got in front of him.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Emily Mers, that Stebbins trainer. She's one of the best in the business. A young lady. She's out at Xavier University. She worked our social justice 7-on-7 tournament. Oh, yeah, she was the head trainer there. She's really good. Comes from Lebanon. Mom and Dad, Stan and Judy, are really proud of her. She's one of the best, and look for her to be a trainer in the Miami Valley for a long time. Really good one. Emily Mers.
We got a whistle and a penalty. Here's the call.
Dead ball, false start. Number 64 on the offense. Still first down.
Yeah, Brandon, let me talk about those athletic trainers. You know, every time I interviewed for position, the first question I ask them is, who's your trainer? I would not go somewhere unless I knew they had a great trainer. They do so much for the programs and for the young people. You know, when you talk to the players, they say, who's your favorite coach? Sometimes they say the trainer because they treat them with so much respect. They get to know them. Those trainers are invaluable. You know, one thing I'm proud of in my coaching career, I hired a trainer at Beaver Creek High School named Tony Ortiz, who's going on to become one of the leading figures in our entire Miami Valley.
Here comes Darby. He's going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage, and going to be second down and about 20. And timeout call.
Timeout. West Carrollton.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Watch back-to-back episodes of Dateline right after the game on mytvdayton.com.
West Carrollton's got a big play here, Brownie. You know, Stebbins is playing cover 3. There's 2 standard routes that you run against cover 3. I already talked about 4 verticals. There's another route that's called bend, drag, post, where 3 receivers all run into the middle of the field at different levels, and the quarterback reads the free safety depth. Let's see if they run one of those 2 patterns here.
Floyd back to pass, looking down, and he's got him in and out of the hands of Jordan Berry. I think he was ready to turn and run before he caught the ball.
That was 4 verticals, but they threw a little change up in, is that one of the receivers ran a comeback pattern where he runs the 14, breaks it back to 12. The quarterback throws the ball when the receiver's back is still to him, so when the receiver turns around, that ball's already flying at him. You know, when those things dropped it. He's a good receiver, though. He'll catch some tonight.
Coming over to the near side.
They keep going at 2x2. It's either bend, drag, post, or 4 verticals.
Anthony and Robinson to the near side. Floyd going back and tried to hit Cameron McKinney. And it goes awry, and it's going to be 4th down. We got a man down for West Carrollton.
That's Sean Newman, big 6'2", 245-pound junior. Let's hope he's okay.
And here comes the trainer from West Carrollton.
I love those trainers. They do such a good job.
I was doing a game here one time when Stebbins played Carroll. It was a few years ago. And this kid, here's the schedule coming up for next week. We got a good one. I think these two towns are so excited about us coming up, and that is Ansonia at Arcanum. And one of your disciples is the coach at Ansonia.
Oh, I love Matt Macy, former UD All-American offensive lineman. He's a tough guy, Matt Macy. But watch out for Arcanum with Jason Schondemeyer. Shondo is their coach. Two good coaches.
Yeah, they like to air it out at Arcanum, don't they?
Absolutely. Going to be fun.
What does Max do?
What's that?
What kind of offense does Ansonia run?
Oh, power. They just run it, Brownie. run. Matt Macy, he's a former UD lineman. Hey, Sean's up. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I was out here doing a Carroll Stebbins game, and one of the kids from Stebbins, I guess he had a stinger or something like that, but the girl, it wasn't the girl that's here now, she ran out there, and she didn't want him to move.
Yeah.
So she took her knees and held his head. They took the helmet off, took his pads off, but he was fine.
Yeah, well.
They took him to the hospital, but he was fine. But it's the way that the trainer was out there. She was out there before they even blew the whistle.
Oh, yeah, they take every precaution. These trainers, they know what they're doing. They're well-trained. Wright State's got a great training program.
Bell and Norton back deep for Stebbins. Short kick coming down, and it's going to take a West Carrollton bounce. It's going to roll dead at about the 42-yard line. Stebbins is going to have good field position with 4:48 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's not what they wanted. West Carrollton's got to get a little something going on offense. They can't find any rhythm. That Stebbins defensive line is just dominating at this stage of the game. But remember this, West Carrollton's got some big play people there who could turn around at any time.
Coach Greg Bonifay here at Stebbins. He's got this program turned around.
A little bit about Greg. He's a 94 Miamisburg High School grad. He's proud of that. Played linebacker at Wilmington College after that.
Here we go is Keller. They all look over here to the near side. So they let the play clock run down. Nice and bright play clock here too. Here's the snap. Hand off to Holloway. Holloway up to the left guard. Gets down to the 38-yard line.
Inside zone. You know, so many coaches, their philosophy is real simple. Establish your base play and then make them, you run it so well that they have to do something to adjust to stop your base play. Then you find out what that adjustment is and go after them. Derek Schellenberger, offensive coordinator here at Stebbins, he's a good one. He knows what he's doing. Establish that base play, then pick them apart.
Keller looking over to the near side and overshoots Norton. So it'll be third down and 7 at the 38-yard line with 4:13 left.
You know a little more about Greg Bonifay. He was the head coach up at Southeastern up in Clark County for 10 years, had an outstanding career there. He still lives up there. Here's something crazy, Brownie. His wife, Nicole, teacher at Springfield Catholic. He has 4 daughters.
Oh, yeah.
7-year-old twins, a freshman and sophomore. They're all athletes. I want to talk about the female aspect in his family, though.
Third down and 7. Ball at the 38-yard line. And Keller, he's going to keep it himself. Sidesteps one guy, but he's not going to get it past him in Antonio Robinson, so it's going to be fourth down.
What do you do, Brownie? Go for it, or are you going to punt? 38-yard line?
I think go for it.
I do, too. He's got the weapons. Let me finish about Coach Donifey. Wife, 4 daughters, 2 female dogs, Brownie. He's in a house with nothing but females. He says, Coach, I need football to get some male bonding. You know, there he is. He says, let me get some male bonding. He says, he loves his family, talks about his family nonstop. He needs football for male bonding.
There's Keller looking downfield and almost got hit from behind, and a nice catch. Who got that? That was Dozier. One-handed it, and that was good enough for another Irby's first down. Here's the Cincinnati Toyota replay.
Hey, I think we got a candidate for our play of the game this early. One-handed. Oh my gosh, looks like a pro on that one.
So 1st and 10, ball at the West Carrollton 15-yard line.
Converted 4th down. West Carrollton, you got to get off the field. Got to get off the field on 4th down.
First down brought to you by Arby's.
Inside zone.
Here comes
Inside
Holloway.
zone.
Holloway's got some running room down to the 12-yard line. Stebbins has entered the Donato's edge-to-edge delivery zone. Donato's has you covered edge-to-edge for dine-in pickup or delivery. Order online at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
Running behind that big offensive line, Anthony Usa, 5'8", 385. Noah Shank, 5'11", 240. Clint Elkhorn, 6'4", 230.
Handoff once again to Holloway. Or no, Keller's going to keep it this time. Keller gets down to about the 3-yard line.
The other offensive lineman, Jake Wilcox, 6'5", 300 pounds, sophomore. And Christian Spencer, 6'1", he's only 275. He's a junior. They're big up front. Run that inside zone. The offensive line says, stay with the inside zone, coach. We want to dominate tonight. Big, good offensive line, and they are looking good so far.
No wonder they have scored 52 points a game.
Oh, they're big up front, Brownie, and good.
So here we go with 2:11 and counting here in this first quarter. 7-0 Indians. As they look over to the near side, 5 seconds on the play clock.
You know, Brownie, only a former coach would notice. You see number 80 and 12?
Keller wasn't ready for it, but he's got the ball. He's going to go for the sidelines, and they say it's a touchdown. Wait a minute, hold it. There's a whistle. We'll see if it's a touchdown or not.
Looked like he got that pylon.
Here's the replay on it. Let's see if he gets it. It's brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Yeah, he did. He got it. So a 2-yard or a 4-yard run. A touchdown brought to you by Donato's.
You know, Brownie, he reached that ball out. When I was coaching, I never...
Wait a minute. There was a penalty on the play.
Yeah, that motion man. You know, he cut up a step early. They ran a motion man in from the outside. He cut up 1 step early. They got to bring it back. You know, Brownie, when I was coaching, I never let my guys reach the ball out. You know, college they could do it, pro they could do it. I always thought when that guy's putting that ball out there, you got it down on the 1-yard line, take another shot at it. Because when you put it out there, defense has got a chance at it too. But Nate Keller's a 4-year starter. He looked good at it.
First to goal at the 9-yard line. 1:49 left in this first quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Stebbins Indians. Man in motion. Hand off to Holloway. Holloway over the left side. And he slices and dices through the defense down to the 2-yard line. So pick up a 7, 2nd and goal at the 2.
Offensive line exerting themselves.
So what do? Give it to Holloway?
I think so. Or you follow up with the quarterback. This offensive coordinator, Derek Schellenberger, he likes to mix it up. Butler grad, longtime Northmont coach. There we go, inside
Holloway,
zone.
2-yard run in. Touchdown, Stebbins. That touchdown brought to you by Donato's.
Here comes Boomer. I like your analogy, Brownie. Put it on Route 4.
Well, with this close to Route 4, he's going to probably kick it over to the Air Force Museum. Holloway, a 4-yard run. So he's got 2 touchdowns now. Dozier to attempt the extra point. High snap, the kick is down, and it is up, and it is through the uprights. So with 1:18 left here in this first quarter, it's 14-0 Stebbins.
You know, Brian, I want to talk about Stebbins High School. This field is named after Orville Edmondson. It's Edmondson Field. I was fortunate enough as a very young coach and educator to work at Stebbins High School when Orville Edmondson was the principal. He was one of the best men you could ever work for. He created a culture at Stebbins High School. That's why they named this field after him. Orville Edmondson respected every teacher and every student in the building. Stebbins has always had a certain sense of pride and love their school. It's one of the cleanest schools you've ever been in, Brownie. They have terrazzo floors. They put a lot of money in their custodial services. There's a lot of things to be proud of here at Stebbins High School. There it is, Edmondson Stadium, named after Orville Edmondson. Wow, he was the principal's principal. Just school culture. You know, the number one job of every principal is to set a culture for the building.
That scoring summary brought to you by Rand and Associates, and a 4-yard run by Holloway, 4-yard drive, 2-yard run. The point after was good by Dozier.
You know, principals Alex Danino and Ronnie Flory carried on that tradition of great principals. Ronnie Flory played here. Ronnie Flory was an All-American offensive guard down at UD, came back home to Stebbins, ended up being a principal. Great tradition of principals. Orville Edmondson on down.
There's a kick coming down, coming over to the near side to Dozier, or to Darby. Darby is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line by Clyde Mason of the Indians. So the Pirates have a long way to go.
Pirates need a big play here, Brownie. Darby or one of our veteran receivers, somebody's got to make the big play.
I think maybe Darby should have let it go in the end zone. But he picked it up. So 1:11 to go here in this first quarter. 14-0 Indians. So here come the Pirates, 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line, in the shadows of the goal post. Cloyd, and they're going to have a false start, so that's going to knock it back to the 2-yard line.
Dead ball, false start, 60 on the offense, half the distance, first down.
Hey, Brownie, keep an eye on right guard, number 53, Musa Abudar. He was our scholar athlete from West Carrollton, 5th in the class, 4.5 GPA. He wants to go to Ohio State and study pre-med, takes biology classes out at Wright State. He's a good one. Number 53, Musa Abudar. He's on the track team. He's just a quality young man.
That's a huge hospital over there, too.
Oh, yeah.
So 2nd and 12. Or 1st and 12, ball at the 2-yard line. Cloyd back to pass into the end zone, fires downfield and has a man open on the far side, and pushed out of bounds will be Jordan Berry.
Good play by Cloyd. I thought we might be looking at a safety there, Brownie. He had a lot of heat on him. Nice play by Cloyd making that happen.
He almost ran out of the end line, over the end line, too.
If his heel nicks that line, it's 2 points the other way.
First down brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats. I can't do it like James Earl Jones. Less than a minute to go here in this first quarter. So what does West Carrollton have to do now to get back into this game?
They got to get the ball to their big play guys. You know, the 2 receivers, Anthony and Barry, they're capable of going house on any play, as is Tyrone Darby. Just hang in there. Your big play guys will make plays. Get them the ball.
Floyd back to pass, going to his right, has a man open, and Robinson's got a little running room.
Hey, he's a freshman starting varsity. Put that name down for the next 4 years, Antonio Robinson.
No, that wasn't Robinson. That was Barry.
Oh, yeah, Barry. He's the veteran.
That's another Arby's first down. Even the chain gang has lays on. They go all out on Hawaiian night. Now I wonder if Arcanum's going to do that next week.
Oh, we'll have fun. You're looking forward to that, aren't you, Brian?
Oh, yes. I love going up there. I love it up there. 2 receivers coming over to the near side, Robinson and Anthony. 2 on the far side. Boy,
like he
gets it over to Robinson.
Here we go,
Robinson.
a playmaker in the open field.
He's got some running room. He's to the 40, 45, into Stebbins territory and out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Stebbins.
Antonio Robinson, give me the ball. Give me the ball, the freshman.
That's the big play you wanted.
Yes, it is.
Just
get the ball in his hands.
Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay.
Got a little juice to him.
Timeout, Stebbins.
Timeout called by the Indians. And, Coach, there not only is Evanson a big name here, but there's also other big names that come out of this place.
Oh, and Stebbins has tradition. Olympian Joe Green, NFL Brett White, NFL Jamal Robertson. But one of the biggest names, Eric Big Play Gillespie. He's here tonight. Eric Big Play Gillespie. I had the opportunity coaching he and Brett White and Bubba Thomas, all kind of guys. Ronnie Sori, first-round draft choice in Montreal Expos. Stebbins High School. They've had a whole lot of great athletes, great people, civic leaders. I see the scoreboard. It's called the Scully scoreboard. That's Mark Scully. He played here back in the days. Coach Bonifay, they won only the second league title in the history of the school. And they won it last year. Are they proud of it? When you talk to their players, they say, did you know, there it is, Mark Scully and a bunch of his teammates donated the scoreboard. He played back here in the 70s. A great tradition. The Stebbins young men and young ladies, they take tremendous pride in their school. Great school. I got to coach here twice, once as an assistant, once as a head coach. I still, when I hear that Indian war dance they do before the games, makes my blood boil a little bit. It reminds me of when I had a great pleasure being the head coach at Stebbins High School.
I thought I saw you doing the dance over here when they were doing that.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Floyd going down, brought down by Kane Howell back into West Carrollton territory. So we're going to that's the end of the first quarter. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Back here at Evanston Stadium, we moved to the second quarter, 14-0. Hey, Coach, you forgot somebody.
Brownie, NFL players, Olympians, but the most famous Stebbins grad of all, our man Donnie Brown. Talk to me about Donnie Brown.
Don Brown was the sports director here at Channel 22 for many years, but with it being Labor Day weekend, always Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy Telethon. He hosted it for 18 years, along with Johnny Walker for 18 years before that, and they did a great job raising money for the MDA here in Dayton.
Donnie Brown was more than just a sportscaster. He was a heck of a civic leader, great guy. You and I both stay in contact with him. Love Don Brown.
Here we go. It's Cloyd going back to pass, looking over to the right side, and it's got a man open in McKinney down up to the 44-yard line, so they're going to pick up some of that yardage that they lost. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Here's the Toyota replay.
Wait, stand in that pocket. He's got heat. Look at that rope. Put it right on the rope. West Carrollton's got the weapons. They just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot, Brownie.
Yeah. So here comes.
I think that off week hurt him rather than helped him.
So Darby sidecar left. He hasn't had the ball that much. Here, Cloyd rolling to his left. He's got a little running room, but he's not going to get too far. As a matter of fact, he may even lose a yard. Look at him mark back at the 47-yard line. So loss of 1. It'd be 4th down and 8. So, Coach, put your coaching hat on here. What do you do when you're down 14 points and you're inside Stebbins territory?
Brownie, they're on the 47. I think I'd punt. Deion Block, he's a gambler. He won the city title when he was a player at Patterson under Coach Ron Rowland. 4th and 7. I think I'd try to bury him down inside, make him drive the length of the field. Hey, he's got the weapons, though. You got weapons, you use them.
Spread offense. 3 receivers coming over to the near side.
Oh, it jumped.
Here's a pass, and Robinson has it. Sidesteps one guy. Got the first down to the 39, or are they going to mark it to a first down? He's that close. Robinson did a great job dancing around, and they may have to bring the chains in for this one.
I agree with you, Brownie. I think he got it. Antonio Robinson, a star is born, Brownie, a freshman. He's tearing it up. He made people miss.
And I think they're going to give it to him. They are. They're going to give him the first down. At the
sideline warning on Stebbins, no yardage. What, first down?
So sideline warning. Now, next one, they get a 5-yard penalty.
Yes, they do, Brownie.
That first down brought to you by Aristocrat Products.
2 of the Stebbins players were way down on the 10-yard line. You're not allowed outside the box. If you got players outside the 25, it's a penalty.
3 receivers going over to the far side. to the near side is Jordan Berry. Sidecar left is Tyrone Darby. Cloyd going to keep it himself. He's got some running room. He's to the 30, down to the 27, down to the 26-yard line. That's going to be good enough for another first down.
Hey, West Carrollton's battling. Cloyd has been leading them, distributing the ball, running the ball.
Here's the
West Carrollton's trying to call back into it.
Here's the Toyota replay.
He's 215 now. He gets in that secondary. He's going to put that shoulder down and run over people.
That's another Aristocrat Products first down. So, West Carrollton moving the ball now. 9:51 remaining here in this second quarter. 14-0. So 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And what do we have here? Timeout called by Dion Black.
Timeout, West Carrollton.
So we're going to take a break. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Stebbins 14, West Carrollton nothing. Coach, here's a couple of your buddies here on the screen.
Hey, listen, if you are a high school athlete and you have hopes of playing college football, those two men that you're looking at are two of the most important people in the state of Ohio. Dave Burke, who is a Wayne graduate, but the man in the red hat, John McAllister, runs McAllister's recruiting service. He is the most respected authority on recruiting in the state of Ohio. He's here tonight. That means this is a big-time game if John McAllister shows up. He puts out the McAllister Report. That's the Bible for colleges. Almost every college in the country subscribes to his service. He's the best. And here's why he's the best. He's out working.
Here we go. Hand off to Darby. Darby's got some running room. Darby down to the 15, into the end zone for a touchdown. West Carrollton's back in it again.
Hey, that's why John McAllister's here. You got the big guy in the state of Ohio, John McAllister from McAllister. He's here to see a lot of people, but primarily he's here to see Tyrone Darby, who's got those Division I offers. West Carrollton is back into it. Get the ball to your skill guys.
That touchdown brought to you by Donato's. So, down 14-0 coming into this second quarter, and they bring it down the field.
You know, Brown, while we're still talking about recruiting, Dave Burke, who's down there in a Wayne graduate, he's real active in the recruiting process also. If you're a local high school athlete, get to know Dave Burke. He can help you. He can help you. A recommendation from Dave Burke is big.
They're going to go for 2. Hand off to Darby once again. Darby bowls his way into the end zone. Or did he?
Yes. I think Darby looked over the sideline, saw John McAllister, and said, I better put on a show. The big man is here. And, of course, Dave Burke's the other guy. West Carrollton is back into it.
So, 14-8. We got a ball game, Coach.
Yes, we do. And of course, Dion Black's got him believing in West Carrollton. There was a time when West Carrollton would have folded.
Darby. Here's the Toyota replay on the touchdown. Darby. He just waltzes right into the end zone. And now the 2-point conversion. Darby just runs right over everybody.
A big block by my man, Musa Obu Hadar.
There's Darby right there.
Yeah. Division I recruit.
I wonder if he took in a trainer. That's the scoring summary brought to you by Rand Associates. TD run. 2-point conversion was good. I think it was a 29-yard run.
Yeah. Musa Abadar, that strong right guard, he told me, Coach, I love knowing what everybody does on every play. Remember, he's got a 4.5, wants to go to Ohio State pre-medicine. He said, I like to know what every player on my team does on every play because I can get a sense for the offense. He's a quality young man. You're going to hear about him. Musa, become a doctor, come back to Dayton, give back to the community.
Rayvon Harris-Bell and Adrian Norton back deep for the Indians. This kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. We'll see how this, see how good of a leg this West Carrollton kicker has. Boot coming down, nice pickup by Stebbins, and that was Clyde Mason. So they get up to the 38-yard line, and that's where the Indians will take over 1st and 10 with 9:22 remaining here in the first half.
The offensive coordinator, Derek Schellenberger, his goal is to go 50-50. He wants to throw the ball 50% of the time, run the ball 50% of the time, loves to mix it up, and he's got the weapons to do it.
There he is. Three receivers to the far side, to the top of your screen. Omar Holloway right behind Keller.
Derek changed the play, saw something he likes. Saw something he likes. I think this one-on-one coverage over here.
5 seconds left on the play clock. They like to run that play clock down. Here's a pass. They picked up Dozier at the 42-yard line. He's brought down by Camden Gibbs. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 43-yard line of the Indians. There's the head coach. There's a swing pass out towards the left, going to Caleb Gray. Gray gets the first down up to into the West Carrollton territory down to the 49-yard line.
You know, Brian, I think one of the biggest changes in high school football over the last 20 years is short passes, get the ball to your playmakers, and let them do it. You don't have to do the whole thing by throwing the ball down the field. Get to your playmakers and let them be playmakers, just like West Carrollton did on that last drive.
That's another Aristocrat Products first down. Holloway gets the ball and gets down to about the 45-yard line.
Inside zone behind that big offensive line.
I think big number 53 for West Carrollton brought him down. That was your buddy, Abu
Musa,
yeah.
The pre-med guy.
So 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 45-yard line of West Carrollton with 8:05 remaining. Keller back to pass. Now he's going to run with it. Got some green grass ahead of him. And he's going to get ball right down to the 35-yard line. Ran over one kid. And that's going to be another Aristocrat Products first down.
Caleb Gray, crackback block, number 7, 5'5", 125-pound junior. He says, I'm not afraid to hit people. Look at him. He's only 5'5", 125. If we can get a replay, you should see the crackback block he had there. He's physical. 5'5", 125. He's taking on people. They're physical here at Stebbins.
Holloway sidecar right now to Keller. Keller going back to pass, looking downfield. Now he's going to run to his right, fires downfield. Has a man open, and Rayvon Harris-Bell, that's going to be good enough for another Aristocrat Products first down.
One thing, defensive coordinator David Dewberry for West Carrollton is mixing up his coverages. He was covering cover 3 a whole lot. He jumped into cover 2 there right at the last minute. Stebbins was in a cover 3 route, but the quarterback made it happen. There's David Dewberry. He's a veteran. He's been around.
Attention high school administrators, football coaches, and boosters. If you want your school to be a part of the premier, there we go. They get it all the way down to the Holloway, all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like those yaks. Yards after contact. Holloway put his shoulder down and got about 5 extra yards. I love those yaks.
Stebbins has entered the Donato's edge-to-edge delivery zone. Donato's has you covered edge-to-edge for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Order online at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
That was Coach Bonifay. He looks like a linebacker, doesn't he? He got that little goatee, and he looks nasty. He looks like he can still hit people. His team plays like a bunch of linebackers. Coach Bonifay, linebacker, Wilmington College, Miamisburg Viking.
Holloway up the middle. He's going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage. Stopping him is Terry Green Jr. I don't think he got anything. Second down and goal at the 7-yard line. 6:27 and counting. They got something up on the scoreboard called 2020 Valley Champions. That was their division championship here in the Miami Valley League. And you're right, they are very proud of that. So Holloway goes sidecar right to Keller. Keller looking to his left. Fires over, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Norton. Went through his hands, so it'll be 3rd down and 7 at the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal.
Coach Dewberry had his defense in a man-to-man defense. You get inside that 10, you got to jump into man-to-man.
Here's the
Take
Toyota
away
dealer.
the inside. Take away the inside. When you're in man-to-man, make the quarterback throw the ball. If he's going to throw it inside, that's an easy throw. Nice job by the West Carrollton defensive back taking away the inside.
That replay brought to you by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. You know, for many years, they had that all-star game here in the summer.
Always.
Right here.
Great stadium.
Here's Keller looking to his left, has a man open, and Norton, he gets down to about the 3-yard line. So it's 4th down. What do? You going to go for it, or are you going to put 3 points on the board?
Well, the nice thing is where you got Boomer, and remember, West Carrollton made that too, so you got a 6-point lead. This would make it 9, make it a 2-point score. I think, there you go. No, they're going for it. They're going to put in some kind of power package.
You got Charlie Blanton coming in, and number 25, Dalton King, coming in.
Well, Dalton's tough. Big linebacker, plays tight end. He's a good ball player. 3-year starter. I bet they run to the left here over Dalton King. He's in the ball game for a reason.
Holloway to the left side, and he's got the hat trick. He's got another 2-yard run. That touchdown brought to you by Donato's.
Hey, there's a reason they put 25 in there. As soon as they put him in, they're going to run right behind him. Went in at left tight end. He's a good ball player. Big, 6'3", 215. Hopes to play college football. Well, Coach Place was wrong. I would have gone for the field goal. Coach Bonifay, you're going to look good in the Mad River coffee shops tomorrow. Going for that touchdown. You knew. Put that big old Dalton in there at left tight end, run the ball behind him. He cleaned out a nice space of grass for Omar to walk in.
Is that why you're up here now?
That's probably why I'm up here, Brownie. That and other reasons. Mostly 74 years old.
Here's Dozier to attempt the extra point. I think he'll put it on Valley Street now. Well, the guy on the end zone camera better look out. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:12 remaining here in this first half, it's Stebbins 21 and West Carrollton 8. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. It's a full hour of can't miss family fun. Join host Steve Harvey for Family Feud weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on ABC 22.
You know what, Brownie? I think number 25, Dalton King, and number 4, Omar Holloway, they looked on the sidelines. They know who John McAllister is. They said, we know you're here to see Tyrone Darby, but John, look at me. Put me in the McAllister report. Tell those colleges, come and look at me. Stebbins, they got some college prospects.
Darby and Anthony back deep for the Pirates. End over end kick coming down. This time it's going to go to Anthony. He's got some little running room. And he gets up to about the 21-yard line. He was tripped up on the play by Clyde Mason.
Hey, he's a wild man on special teams, that Clyde Mason. He's all over the place.
He was down there, and he just kind of got him on the shoestring.
I love those special teams guys that fly all around the place and make plays. He's only a junior, 5'8", 130. He says, I'm giving my body up. Give me a chance, coach. Put me in. I'll fly around there and hit people for you.
1st and 10, ball resting at the 21-yard line with 5:06 remaining here in this first half.
Darby got going there in the last drive. Let's see if they stay with him.
Cloyd going to his right and tried to get it to Barry, but didn't. Okay, Andre, we're going to send it down to Andre. He's got some cheerleaders all dressed in their Hawaiian outfits. So, Andre, take it away.
Yeah, guys, I'm with the Stebbins cheerleading squad, joined by Gracie. Gracie, we are back on the sidelines after that weird COVID year. What's all of this like?
It's so good to be back and supporting our team and supporting our boys. I love being on the sidelines on Fridays, and Thursdays. And our student section is a big help with that. And it's just so much fun being back.
Now, you mentioned the student section. I was just up there like 30 minutes ago. Those guys are rocking. They're having fun. How important is it for you guys to help keep their energy up?
It is so important for us to keep their energy up. We make our tribe banners, which that gets a good theme going. Our themes and our crowd cheers, they love to participate, and that makes it so much more fun, and they love to carry our team, and I love that.
Now, this Hawaiian theme, is this every week?
No, this is just this week, but tomorrow, next week, that is a pajama theme.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Yeah. So, are you going to put West Carrollton to sleep today is the question.
Yes, we are.
There you have it. Cheerleaders very confident. The student section's having fun. And I'm sure Doug and Jim are having fun up there in the booth, too.
Oh, where's Arlay? Come on, Andre. You got to get us one up here, okay?
Look, I'm going to a luau after this, Doug. You're on your own.
Okay. Darby got up to the Stebbins 42-yard line on a nice big run. And carrying the ball now is Terry Glenn Jr.
Give Darby a break, catch his breath. Shoestring tackle kept him from going house.
A pickup of about 3 or 4. Second down, and they're going to mark it 7 at the 39. Coming up at the half, don't miss the Wright and Schulte Thursday Night Lights halftime show. We will have interviews with the school administrators, the Jeff Schmidt Scholar Athletes of the Week, plaque presentation, and interview with some of our sponsors. That's coming up at the half in about 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Big drive here, Brownie.
Holloway, here's Darby. Darby, he is all over the place, and he gets the first down and more all the way down to the 19-yard line.
I think we might see a little more of Tyrone Darby. The way he's running. So. Coach Black, give me the ball. Give me the ball, Coach.
Here's the Cincinnati Toyota.
Inside zone, lead block. Oh, look at Big Musa in there. Brownie, you know what? Might have to pick Musa for player of the game. He's looking awful strong in there. I like those big boys.
First and 10, ball at the Stebbins 20-yard line with 3:15 and counting left here in this first half. That was another Aristocrat Products first down. Coming over to the near side is Barry. Hand off once again and to Darby. Darby's stop was pushed back to the 25-yard line, so a loss of 5. Somebody lost their lid. Number 73. I don't have a 70. Is that 73 or 75?
Jaden Berry, big old 78, 6'1", 335 senior. We'll talk about the Berry twins later.
They got some big kids out there.
Oh, 335, Jaden. He and his twin brother Jordan. Jordan's the wide receiver. Jordan weighs 160. Jaden weighs 335. Guess who got to the dinner table first on that family? They're great kids, though.
Oh, he probably let his brother go first.
Well, Jordan says, "But Coach, I'm the ladies' man in the bunch."
2 receivers up top. One down here close, and that is Barry down close. Once again, Darby in the backfield. Darby's going to get the handoff. Darby's going to get down to the 22-yard line. Pick up a 3, third down, and 12.
You know, they put in a rule about 10 years ago that if your helmet comes out at every level of football, pro, college, high school, peewee, you got to come out and play. Before that, you didn't have to. You just put your helmet back on. That's a good rule because if your helmet came off, there's a sign that something's wrong with it, and you've got to come out and get it checked. Deion Black, he's his own offensive coordinator. He loves offense. Even though he's a defensive back in college at Urbana College, Deion Black, he's the OC.
Yes. Sad to say that Urbana doesn't even exist anymore.
Unreal.
Here's a handoff, this time going to Terry Glenn Jr. He gets down to the 15-yard line. It's about 5 yards short of the first down. So it'll be 4th and 5 at the 15.
Big play to go and hurry up offense.
West Carrollton has entered the Donatos delivery zone. Here comes Darby once again, and he's not going to get the first down. And they're going to turn the ball back over to the Indians with 1:28 to go.
Big stop by Stebbins. Big stop by Stebbins.
21-8 is our score.
Defensive coordinator for Stebbins is Brian Gaskins. He's also coaches linebackers. He loves to bring the heat out of that 4-3 defense. Brian Gaskins, his defense held on. Big play of the game. West Carrollton scores there. You got a totally different look in this ball game. Nice job being defensive coordinator there, Brian Gaskin.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 13-yard line with $1:28 to go. So what do you tell the coach after this play? I want you to tell you what would you say to the kids at halftime for both teams after this play? Here's Holloway. Holloway's got some running room.
I like that. Put that
up to the 27-yard line or 26-yard line. It's good enough for another Aristocrat Products first down.
Holding.
Wait a minute.
Number 58 offense. Still first down.
Oh, they're going to bring it back.
Brownie, it's a battle of 4th downs. Stebbins converted a first down, went in and scored. West Carrollton was down there for 4th and 5. They got 4. They didn't score. 4th down flips. All of a sudden, Stebbins was winning this ball game by a touchdown. So just hang in there, and most of all, when it's 4th down,
Holding.
You've got to make the
58,
play.
half the distance to the 6-yard line. Still first down.
So it'll be first down and 18 at the 5-yard line. Make it to 6.
Stebbins just going to run the ball here. They're not going to risk well, that's Coach Jim Place, though. Coach Bonifay might be more of a gambler.
There's a handoff to Holloway. Or no, Keller's going to keep it around the right side and back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 18.
Both teams have athletes. You know, they got a lot of guys running around, making plays, got a lot of speed. Fast guy on offense, a little faster guy on defense. That's fun football, watching guys that can move.
And timeout is called on the field by West Carrollton.
Timeout, West Carrollton.
So, yeah, you always come out to the practices and you find out a lot of stuff about these kids.
Oh, I love coming out and talking to these young men and find out what their dreams are, what their goals are. You know something we love asking around? Tell me one thing interesting about yourself. 9 out of 10 go, there's nothing interesting to me about Coach, but I love talking to them and they're a lot of fun. You know, Brownie.
Okay, if you want to relive all of tonight's action, we will rebroadcast the game Sunday at 11 a.m. on ABC 22.
Brownie, I don't want to be a downer, but you know something sort of sad? Coach Bonifay missed practice on Tuesday. You talk about coming out to practice. Coach Bonifay was in Florida for his grandmother's funeral. He was very, very close to his grandmother. Of course, missed practice, went down there. But here's the sad thing, Brownie. 27 days before they lost his mom. So you got a head coach out there with a heavy heart. He's crazy about his mom, crazy about his grandmother. You got to remember, there he is. You know, coaches are human beings. They got things going on. You know, sometimes people talk about them and this, that, and the other thing. You forget he's got a family that he loves and cares about, and lost his mom 27 days ago, and then grandma. Oh, Coach, sympathy go out to you, my man.
Holloway, sidecar left to Keller. He's going to hand off to Holloway. Holloway busts through the line. He's got a lot of running room up to the 26-yard line. And that's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Holloway takes it north-south. I like that.
Make it down. It's 2nd and 2 or 3rd and 2 now.
A lot of running backs get in the open field. They like to run to more open field, which is the sideline. I like those guys go north-south.
We got two good running backs here in Holloway and Darby.
They look good.
20
Holloway
seconds
saying,
left.
John McAllister, I'm right by you. Look at me, John. Put me in the report. Dave Burke, you're one of the recruiting gurus. Look at me.
And they throw over to the near side.
Nice
they got it to Dozier. Dozier is going to get down up to the 28-yard line. Time is going to be called by Stebbins, it looks like, with 8 seconds left. Time called. And here we go.
Timeout, Stebbins.
So Craig Boniface calls a timeout. We're going to have Coach Boniface at the half, or right after the clock goes to 3 zeros.
You know, Brown, in this situation, you either take a knee or you get in the huddle and you say, well, which are my favorite plays do you want to do? Deep or extra deep? When I was at CJ, we get in that huddle, and I say, okay, who wants to go extra deep? Is it Angelo Chathams? Is it Circus Blackman? Is it any of the great receivers? Johnny Zabo throwing the ball, the soldier. Oh, man, I love the situation like this. Drop back and let it fly. Andre Chapman's run underneath it, go house.
Johnny Zabo, he's now the head basketball coach, right?
Well, that's his brother Charlie.
Charlie, that's right.
A little shout out, Mom and Zabo. Just a legend on CJ. Ann's got some physical problems.
She's still down there, though.
No, she's down there, but she's got some entire CJ community just praying for Ann Zabo.
So here we go. The final 8 seconds left here in this half.
Love her to death.
Keller gets the ball. He's going to look over to the right side. Has a man open. Has a man open in Norton, and that's going to do it for the first half. 21-8 is our score at the half, and where's Andre at?
Halftime.
21-8, and Coach, we got a good second half coming up here, I tell you. So Andre is down there with Coach Boniface. What do you got?
Coach, great first half. You guys are up 13. What's your message to your team heading into that locker room?
We got to cut out mistakes. We've got to tackle better and, take advantage of every opportunity we get.
Now, we know that you guys have a dangerous passing game, but you really look to establish the run earlier in the game. Is that the game plan?
We're going to take whatever they give us, and at this point in the game, our run game was working, and we're gonna live by it right now.
You guys have done a good job offensively finishing drives. How important is that to keep that up in the second half?
It's huge. We've got the one turnover, ball slipped out of our hands, but we just have to keep every opportunity we get. We got to take advantage of it.
Defensively, is there anything that you'd like to change?
We just got to tackle better. We're in position to make plays. We just have to tackle better.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the halftime activities right after this. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
Halftime is brought to you by Wright and Schulte. Throughout the Halftime is brought to you by Wright and Schulte. Throughout the 2021 season, the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group will recognize an exceptional senior student scholar athlete from each participating school. Here are this week's Jeff Schmidt Auto Group scholar athletes. From Stebbins High School, Taylor Mahan. Taylor is on the soccer team. She is a 4-year varsity player and team captain and has a 4.12 GPA. Taylor volunteers in her community by helping with Junior Warriors with the Warriors Soccer Club and Operation Christmas. She returns to the field for her senior year after suffering an ACL tear and missing her junior year.
Taylor, first of all, congratulations on winning our Scholar Athlete of the Week. We know you're a big soccer player. What originally got you into that sport?
I've played since I was about 4 years old, and I've just loved it ever since then.
Now, last year, you went through a little bit of adversity when you had an injury. Tell us a little more about that.
Okay, so I tore my ACL, meniscus, and PCL, and I really never know when I torn it, but I did, and then when I found out, it was really upsetting, but I've come back from that, and I've been back better than ever.
And after having to sit out pretty much your whole junior year, you're back senior season, how does it feel to be on the field again?
It feels great.
Now, you on top of dominating on the field, you also are dominating in the classroom with a 4.19 GPA. How in the world do you manage soccer and classwork?
I just manage my time wisely, and I always study. I always try my best, and just hard work really pays off.
Now, moving forward, you said that you wanted to be a physical therapist. Did you kind of get influenced to do that based off of recovering from your own injury?
Yeah, so it really opened my eyes going through it myself because I wanted to help other people get back to their sport because it's hard to go through, and I feel like it just really opens your eyes and you want to help people when you go through it yourself.
Thank you, Taylor. Congratulations. That's our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
From West Carrollton High School, Musa Abu Haydar. Musa is on the football and track team. He is a 4-year varsity football starter, plans to attend Ohio State, and has a 4.517 GPA. Musa has always been a leader on the field, and he's one of the most intelligent student athletes that his teachers and coach have been around.
So, Musa, first of all, congratulations on winning Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Thank you so much, man.
So you play football, you do track. Which one is your favorite sport, would you say?
Man, they're both a draw. I mean, football is more of a team sport, and track's more of a an individual sport. But football does have its individual, your job. You're 111. So I mean, they're both a draw.
When did you first get into football?
I got into football 5th grade year.
What inspired you to do that?
As a kid, playing backyard football with the friends and all that, I was just like, man, I think it's really time to just go out there and, play the real deal.
And as for track, why did you end up originally getting into track?
So my sister actually started doing track in middle school, and she was always telling me, oh, it's really fun. You have these big meets. You see all these really cool people. I'm like, I think I'll try it. I'm a big guy. I'll do some shot put and discus. I actually got into it, and my 8th grade year, I was ranked top in state for throwing, and it just clicked with me, and I fell in love with it.
Now, do you feel like the track and field stuff helps you on the football field?
For sure. I mean, as you know, some of our coaches do coach track, and it teaches you a lot of, movement, stability, self-control. Especially with throwing, you have to be really sound technique. So it teaches you how to be really sound with your technique.
And you, on top of track, on top of football, you also managed to keep a 4.5 GPA. Yeah. How do you balance the two?
Man, a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of late nights where I do stay up late doing homework, but my parents and my sisters, they push me to do my best and always stay on track of my homework and, my classwork, but school's always number one for me.
Congratulations, Musa, our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Thank you so much.
The Jeff Schmidt Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete Award, featured on Thursday Night Lights. We are honored to recognize these scholar athletes from all over the Miami Valley for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements.
I'm here with Superintendent Chad Wheaton. First of all, we're here. We've got the band behind us. We've got the fans in the stands. What's it like to have the game day experience back?
Oh, it's amazing. And first of all, I want to say, listen, forget Ohio State and Minnesota. Watch Stebbins and West Carrollton because it's been a great game so far. It is so awesome to have our fans back this year. Last year was such a challenge with COVID, but our student section's amazing. It's Hawaiian night, everybody's in the spirit. We're just having a great time, and to have the bands out here playing again, our students competing. There are some COVID issues that we have to deal with, but we've been working through that. But the experience has been wonderful, and I just love to see our kids here and our parents here, our families here, just enjoying the game.
Now, you guys are up on the scoreboard 21-8. Obviously, you're feeling good about that. What do you want to see going into the second half?
Well, we just have to keep it together the second half. We have to go out and play as hard as we did the first half, and then we'll have a nice W under our belt. So hopefully we can end today with a 3-0 record, and let's go Indians.
Now, how much is a game and an experience like this, how important is that just to the community as a whole?
It's huge. I mean, our community, everything in our community revolves around our schools. So on a Friday night or tonight, a Thursday night, to have a football game or any kind of event, our community comes out in full force to support our schools and our student athletes.
Now, a few years ago, this football team was winless. They won their division last year. They're having a good start to the season so far. What does that say about your program?
Well, Coach Bonifay, our head football coach, has done an amazing job with the program. He's recruited the kids. They believe in him. He believes in them. Not only is he a great coach, he's just an amazing person. And at the end of the day, he just wants our kids to be a better person, a better human, and ready for their adult experience. So that's what he's building them up for. And then through that, they get to play football, which is awesome. So, division champs last year. Hopefully we can repeat this year. And like I said, let's go Indians.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Whelan. We'll have more after this break. Guys, I'm with Evan Ivory, the athletic director over at West Carrollton. As an athletic director, you know everything that goes into this game day experience. What's it like being able to give this to your students?
You know, this is something you kind of work for all year. We're very impressed with the way they've kind of managed their way through the normal challenges of any sport season, but with COVID too, it's a whole different animal, and we're really proud of our program. You know, Stebbins and the Miami Valley League in general, we're doing a great job of kind of navigating the rough waters right now.
And you guys missed out on a game last week because of COVID. What's it like just trying to navigate that and be back this week?
Yeah, you know, our coaches, I'll give them credit. They've never once used COVID as an excuse. We're down a lot of starters tonight, and, you know, that's just kind of, we went through it last year. We're going through it again, and can't be more proud of our kids coming out here and competing tonight.
And seeing how easily you can lose a game, does that make it even more glorifying to be able to get out here and play with whoever you've got?
Yeah, you really never know when you're going to get the phone call that someone else is being quarantined. It's a daily struggle, and our coaches have kind of done a great job of finding replacements and making sure people know where they need to be at all times.
And now, coming into the second half, your team's down. What do you want them to change, or what do you want to see in this second half?
You know, we have the playmakers out there. It's just about making plays and, you know, holding them to 3 and outs and stopping the ball on defense.
Thank you, Evan Ivory, the athletic director over at West Carrollton. Now, we're going to go to national highlights.
Again, he's getting better at it. This is a much better high-hanging kick. Garcia, spin move. Coming to the other side. Can he pick up some blocks? He does. Garcia, sheds a tackle. To the other side. It's hard to take down Gavin Garcia. He wheels it in for a Tiger touchdown.
Owens being rushed. Stays on his feet and brought down by Lichtenberger.
Clear it out up the far side, looking for Godfrey. He's got him at the 40, complete to the 38-yard line.
Osborne to the air, and he's got a receiver out there, and it is complete.
They're going to throw. Now he's going to run. Evans has the 20. Evans is going to score. Touchdown.
And the southpaw skates. Bernari, some space there on the outside, dumps it off. It's juggled and caught for the touchdown.
Racy gets hit immediately, but breaks the tackle. And he has a room. He has room down the sideline. It's one man to beat. He's been coming back. Oh, my goodness, what fancy footwork. That is going to be a touchdown. Camden, touchdown to Trez Racy. What a play out to give you.
Back here at Edmonton Stadium for the Thursday night, or the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. It is Stebbins 21 and West Carrollton 8. And Coach, here's the scoring plays that we're going to have there. That Holloway had the hat trick into the end zone for a touchdown, and Holloway gets the first score just a couple of yards out. That was 7-0 Holloway. Holloway again. Touchdown. They made the extra point, 14-0. Here comes Holloway. Here comes Darby down. Darby starts all the way down into the end zone for another touchdown for West Carrollton. They made the 2-point conversion. It was 14-8. And in comes Holloway once again for the hat trick. And the extra point is good. 21-8 is our score here at the half. And Coach, your thoughts in the first half?
Like I said in the first half, you flipped those 2 fourth downs. Stebbins made theirs, went on and scored. West Carrollton came up 1 yard short on theirs and didn't take that away. West Carrollton has a 1-point lead at this time. I wonder something. Is Darby healthy? They had a 4th and 5. He's on the sideline. I'm not positive. This is totally speculation. I have nothing to base this on. But I'm not positive he's 100% healthy. And, you take your big guy and he's got a little problem, whatever it is. But we'll see what happens in the second half. I really think you're going to see if he's healthy, a whole lot of Tyrone Darby up the middle, getting that ball, Tyrone Darby outside.
There's a good shot of the student section. We're going to be right back. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Back here at Edmondson Stadium, 21-8 is our score as we get set for the second half. And, Coach, what do you got?
I see Andre trying to run down Coach Dion Black. A little bit about Dion, his wife Tiffany. Dion has 5 children, and man, is he proud of them. His daughter Tibra is getting her master's at Ohio State. Son Matt is a starting wide receiver for Eastern Kentucky University. His son Tadge is playing college football. His daughter Kiera Sanders, standout basketball player at CJ. But how about his son McKinley? He's in the 5th grade, and I said, what's his name? He says his name's Fats. I said, no, his name's McKinley. He says, Coach, if you call him McKinley, there's nobody in Dayton, Ohio knows who he is. I said, Coach, I can't call him Fats on TV. He says, Coach, I'm telling you, my son Fats, and he's going to be a great athlete. He's a family man. Dion Black, former Patterson, the All-Ohio player. Great guy. Love Dion. Love the passion. Trying to resurrect the West Carrollton football program. As simple as that. Something about Dion. He and Chris English and Jackie Fells Jr., they're the 3 amigos. They played college football together at Urbana. They're outstanding educators. People all around town know the 3 amigos, Chris English, Jackie Fells Jr., and, of course, Dion Black. Doing a great job, Dion.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this, but there was 11 high schools in Dayton at one time, city schools.
Oh, yeah, Coach Ron Rowland. Boy, were they good in 97. Tony Brown went on to play for Indiana University. Marvin Jones is now the principal over Thurgood Marshall. Jackie Fells Jr., best defensive line coach of Southwest Ohio. All those guys, they were winners on the field. There's winners in life now. Here we go.
Kick coming down.
That has height on it. I like that.
That's right.
And look at 15. He's a wild man.
That is Cedric Anthony. Anthony getting all the way up to about the 30-yard line, and that's going to be where the Pirates start here in the second half.
Let's see what they're going to do. This is crucial. They don't have to score, but they do got to move the ball a little bit.
Down 21-8. What do you think Coach Black told those kids?
Hang in there. Stay tough. Hey, there's Coach Bonifay. He's got a linebacker neck. That guy looks tough, doesn't he?
What neck? He doesn't have a neck.
Nah, I like that. Big, no neck. We're going to call him Greg Bullneck Bonifay. Played linebacker at Wilmington College. His team reflects his toughness. Good job, Coach Bonifay.
I was coming in today, and he was walking across. I said, that's for coaches only.
Oh, is that right?
That's crosswalk.
Teaches special needs math here at the high school. Educator. Character ed guy.
Darby, sidecar right, is going back. Is Cloyd. Cloyd coming to the near side. And he had the pass intended for Barry, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Just underway here at, here's the replay brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota dealers.
You see Barry doing something. You can't teach that. His foot's out of bounds. He saw his quarterback in trouble. He came back to meet the quarterback. And when you're a quarterback scrambling, you don't want to look for that guy 50 yards down the field. Run back and help your quarterback when he's in trouble. At least it gives him somebody to throw to if he has to dump the ball off. Nice job there, Jordan Barry.
2nd and 10, ball at the 29-yard line of the Pirates. Darby sidecar left this time. This time, Cloyd has a man open on, and he's got some running room all the way down, and it is looks like it's Robertson and a fumble, and it's going to be picked up by the Indians. Robinson bobbles it or dropped it, and it's picked up by looks like big number 43's got the ball for the Stebbins. It's Dakota Faulkner. Here's the replay.
Well, he's in that open field.
Oh, that was
Anthony. Yeah, nice play.
Yeah, he lost it, and right there was.
He's got that ball tucked away pretty good. It's just a nice play by the defensive back.
Dakota Faulkner right there to fall on it, and Stebbins will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 34. Just underway here in the third quarter from Edmondson Stadium. Handoff coming around to the near side. It's going to go to Caden Keller, to Rayvon Harris-Bell.
A jet sweep. Quarterback just gives the ball. The receiver coming from the other side. Everybody just reach blocks. When you're an offensive lineman, you're told to reach block entire one man over and protect the gaps.
Pickup of 7, pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Anthony Uza, 5'8", 385. Run over me, coach. Run behind me.
Here's a fake handoff. Is Keller going to keep it himself? Keller's going to reverse his field. He's got some running room, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the Stebbins 49-yard line. That's going to be good enough for another first down. Brought to you by Arby's. That's another Arby's first down.
Nate Keller, 4-year starter. He's a 3.6 student. I asked him, what do you like to do, Nate? He said, I like to fish, Coach. I like fishing and football. They were down 14-0 last week. He said, Coach, no problem. We have trust each other. Coach Bonifay's built trust in our team. We weren't worried.
Keller? Well, hey, he doesn't have very far to go to fish. Just right over here at Eastwood Lake.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's where he goes.
That's a big lake.
Yeah. Leading the league. Leading passer in the league right now. Great stats. Oh, I'm not so sure that is in motion.
They didn't call it either.
Pass is sure how they got away with
complete to Norton. They used to have boat races over there. I don't know if they still do or not.
Yeah, nice plays.
So Norton's coming up limping a little bit, and coming in to replace him is Clayton Lambert.
Yeah, I asked Nate Keller, I said, how about describing Coach Bonifay? He says, Coach, it's never about Coach Bonifay. He's selfless. Everything's about us. It's never about him. Tremendous bond between Nate and his coach of 4 years, Coach Bonifay.
So once again, this time Holloway goes to the left side of Keller. Keller going back to pass. He's going to keep it himself. He's into West Carrollton territory and out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
And the quarterback draw all the way.
It's going to be good enough for another first down. The first down brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats.
Coach Bonifay says, put the ball in our playmaker's hand. Nate Keller, he's been with us 4 years. A crucial drive here. There's Coach Deion Black over on the other sideline. Deion was a defensive coordinator at Trotwood when they won the state. I said, Deion, was that the highlight of your coaching career? I'll tell you his answer after this play. Defensive coordinator at Trotwood, state champions, Deion Black.
There's a handoff going to Holloway. Holloway's got some room. He's down to about the 28-yard line, down to the 27-yard line. It's going to be good enough for another first down. They're moving it. It's brought to you by Arby's.
Hey, let me talk about Deion. When I said, Deion, there he is. Is that the highlight of your career, the state championship? He says, Coach, I learned from Jackie Fells Sr., who's a coach on our staff. He said, every one of my players is a state championship person. He says, the highlight of my career is being able to coach state championship people. I learned that from Jackie Fells Sr. He cares about his players. His players care about him. Deion Black. Known him since he was in high school. Love you, Deion.
3 receivers up to the top of the screen, one to the near side. Holloway in the backfield.
The other 2 amigos coach for me at CJ. Chris English, Jackie Fells Jr. Love them.
Keller back to pass, looking to his left, firing down, and overshoots Adrian Norton. But a penalty marker comes flying in. That's going to be a penalty against West Carrollton, it looks like. And who's the official? We're going to hear from him. Here it is.
Pass interference, defense number 10. Still have first down.
So penalty going against Camden Gibbs of the Pirates.
Watch the defensive back here. He hits him above the waist. See that arm hit him above the waist? Officials will let you hit him on the thigh pad. If you slam that guy's thigh pad to throw him off, you're in good shape. But if you get him above the waist, they're going to call that every time. Tough call. Pass interference is a tough call. That one was obvious. DBs are coached. Hit him on the thigh pad. That throws off their stride.
That's another Arby's first down, and now they're in the Donato's delivery zone. Stebbins has entered the Donato's edge-to-edge delivery zone. Here's a pass into the end zone. Incomplete. Went over the head of Adrian Norton. Stebbins is in the Donato's edge-to-edge delivery zone. Donato's has you covered edge-to-edge for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Order online at Donatos.com. Every piece is important. Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay.
Hey, I like seeing those athletes go against each other. Both those guys going up for the ball. Both athletes, both trying to make plays.
Kaderi on the defensive side of things. Eret de Kaderi. I hope I'm saying that name right. So there we go. 2nd and 10. This time it's going to pitch out over to Holloway. Holloway around the left side. Holloway's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Holloway already has the hat trick and touchdowns. And they're going to mark it at, where are they going to mark it at? The 6-yard line? So it'll be 3rd down and 3. They're going to mark the ball, at the 6. Let's make it 3rd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Here's something about Omar Holloway. His hero is his grandfather, Bill Williams. Bill Williams is one of the administrators out at Meadowbrook Country Club. He says, I respect my grandfather because he worked so hard. That's one of my heroes. He's got other heroes, his dad and others. But, boy, he really respects his grandfather.
There's Keller. Takes a handoff, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown brought to you by Donato's.
Brownie, that play was called by Derek Schellenberger, but that came from the press box. Somebody up in the press box says, listen, backside defensive end's getting a little aggressive, getting his nose inside. Let's call a bootleg.
So with 8:59 to go, Boomer's going to come out and do the extra point. So with 8:59 to go, it's 27-8. Dozier to attempt the extra point. He's been perfect on the night. And timeout called.
Officials timeout, equipment.
Equipment timeout. And the officials are always watching for that, aren't they?
Absolute safety first. Safety first.
So the player in question comes out. That's Kadari.
Chin strap won't buckle. Shoulder pad sticking out underneath the jersey. All of those things are saying if you get an injury, you go, that could have been prevented.
Yes, sir.
Knee pad not covering the knees.
We see it. Here's the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. No, it is no good. Went to the right. So we're going to take a break. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. 27-8 is our score.
Hey, Brownie, let me talk about Coach Wes Stumhoff. You see him there on the camera? He's a special teams coach. He's the assistant head coach. When Coach Bonifay went over to Florida for the funeral, the team didn't miss a beat because Coach Stumhoff took over. He and Coach Bonifay played Little League baseball together. They go back that far. You know, he has Coach Bonifay's back in every situation. One thing that I always felt as a head coach was I needed one coach on my staff that I knew he had my back no matter what. If we were 0-9, I'd been the worst coach in the country, that guy that had my back would stand there with me. I had a coach named Frankie Bonza that did that for me. I had a number of other coaches that did it for me. A coach named John Zayden down at CJ. Coach Stumhoff, he's got Coach Bonifay's back. They played Little League baseball together. Good job, Coach Stumhoff.
Here we go. Ball coming down, and Anthony's going to get it at about the 2-yard line. He's going over across. He's got a little running room to the 20, 25, 30. Got some running room. Goes out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Here's the scoring summary coming up here in just a second. Yep. So 8:50 to go here in this third quarter. 27-8 is our score. West Carrollton will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Here's the scoring summary brought to you by Rand Associates. TD run by the quarterback Keller, and the extra point was no good. Brought to you by Rand Associates. Here come the Pirates. 3 receivers coming over to the near side. And Barry, McKinney, and looks like Robinson, and whistle and offside going to be called against Stebbins, it looks like. Send it down to our official.
Still first down.
Didn't hear him, but first down. Still first down, 1st and 5. Ball will be placed at the 36-yard line.
1st and 5, Brian. This is a great chance to take a chance on a bomb. You're still 2nd and 5. Let's see if Coach Deion Black airs it out. Let's go deep. Oh, yeah. All
Floyd's
deep
going to
routes.
keep it himself. He's going to get the first down. Coming over to the near side to the 45. Cuts up field up to the 50 into Stebbins territory. Out at the 48-yard line.
You know, Coach Deion Black says, listen, Coach Logan, you don't have to take those hits. Run out of bounds. Logan said, I'm 215. I used to play tight end. I'm going to run over people. I'm not running out of bounds.
Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealer's replay.
Well, look at him.
Run right over him.
Oh, yeah.
You get in my way, that's another Arby's first down.
There's Deion Black. Good coach.
You get in my way, I'm going to run you right over. That's what he said.
Coaches, as players today, Deion is helpful. You know, that's one of the best things the players could say about a coach. He helps when I need him.
Cloyd going back to pass, dishes it out over to Darby on the left side. Now he cuts up field.
Nice play on
about
the Division
3 yards. Gets up to about the 6-yard line. 2nd and 8. So you're down 27-8. What do you tell your players?
I just stay with it. You know, we've had a bad play. They had to fumble. They're moving the ball in the opening drive. They fumble. Stebbins takes it down, and they just got to stop beating themselves. And Deion Black knows that.
Cloyd gets the plays from Black. Like you said, he's the offensive coordinator also. 3 receivers coming over to the near side. Robinson, Barry, and McKinney to the near side. Here's pass outlet to Darby. Darby's got some running room. He's going to run right over into the first down territory, over down to the 34-yard line. That's going to be another Arby's first down.
You know, Brownie, you talk about having your back. Deion Black has Jackie Fells Jr., but he's got Jackie Fells Sr. I'm going to talk more about Jackie Fells Sr. after this. He's up in the press box, so we can't see him.
So here we go once again. 7:23 to go here in the third quarter.
Here
we go. Wide open and
overshoots
him. Who is that over there on the far side? That would be Anthony. Anthony was so wide open. Stebbins was. Here's the Toyota replay. Wide open. Nobody within 10 yards of him, and he overshoots him.
You know what? Deion Black's 47. He's 48 now. He just lost a year of his life on that play. That's where he, as a coach, you go, oh my gosh, I'm getting old.
My time.
Timeout called as over on the far side. They had a. Okay, we're going to take a break too. With 7:18 to go, you're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Stebbins 27 and West Carrollton 8. 7:18 to go here in this third quarter as Anthony was helped off the field.
You know, I was talking about Jackie Fells Sr. Great player. How many out there remember old Roosevelt High School, the Teddies? One of the proudest traditions in the Miami Valley. He was a 3-sport star in 71. If you know Dayton public football, you know Jackie Fells Sr. He's the rock on the staff of Deion Black.
Roosevelt out on West 3rd Street. There's pass over and almost intercepted. That was almost intercepted by Dalton King. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Ball will be at the 34-yard line of the Stebbins Indians. Now, Coach, if you get into 4th down, do you want to kick it? Here's the replay. Almost had it. Oh, he had a paw on it. Couldn't corral it.
Brownie, I like that Dalton King. He's a weight room monster. I said, what do you like to do, Dalton? He said, I like to lift weights. I bench 365. Here's another thing. He gets on Facebook with Brent White, former high school player here. He was the National Player of the Year, went on and played University of Michigan in the pros. He and Brent are buddies on Facebook.
Here comes the quarterback, Floyd, and he doesn't get anywhere, maybe a loss of 1. So it'll be 4th down and 11. This 4th down territory?
I think so. You're down. What do you got to lose? Absolutely. Get the ball out to Anthony or Barry. Get one of your skill guys. How about a comeback route? 14, break it back to 12 and get the first down. I like a comeback route here. I think Anthony and Barry are getting the huddle saying, hey, I got this guy in a comeback. They think I'm going deep.
What about Derby?
Oh, you can throw the ball to him. They've been trying to get it to him. They haven't had much success. Well, I like number 9 out here, one-on-one. Throw him a comeback. There it is. Slant.
Right over to him and in and out of the hands of Jordan Berry, and that's going to turn the ball back over to the Indians. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line with 6:23 to go in the third quarter.
Jordan took such a big split, you knew the slant was coming.
Here's the replay.
Look at how big his split is.
Threw it behind him.
A little bit.
That's kind of hard to do when you got a guy draped all over you, too.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers.
No, Brian, I'm not making excuses for West Carrollton. I think they missed playing last week. They're off just a little bit. I got all these skill guys. They're off a little bit.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians. They lead it 27-18. Keller back to pass, looking downfield, and has a man open over the middle in Caleb Gary. Gary gets down to the West Carrollton 36-yard line. That's going to be another Arby's first down.
5'5", 125, and a junior. Look how tough he is. He's out there with the big boys. He says, I want to play football with you. You talk about guys that are short, or I shouldn't say short, small. When I coached, I had a guy named Johnny Sopchak. He's the PA announcer. I'm going to talk about Johnny more after this announcement.
He's the PA announcer here?
He's the PA announcer.
There's a handoff. This time, once again, coming to Gray, and he's going to lose about 3 yards.
I like that guy, Caleb. But listen to me, Johnny Sopchak, he was a 103-pound wrestler, one of the best. He had 1 loss his senior year, the entire season. He was 36-1. He played football at 103 pounds. We had Denny Faulkner, we had Big John Burnett, we had Bubba Thomas, we had Brent White. 103-pound Johnny Sopchak was as tough as any of them. He's the wrestling coach here. There he is. There's Johnny Sopchak. He loves Stebbins High School. Love you, Soapy. Soapy Sopchak.
There's Keller back to pass. Has a man open over the middle, and that Harris Bell, he's got another Arby's first down to the, what are they going to mark it at here? They're going to mark it down at the 19-yard line. 5:20 to go.
Both these teams got athletes. I love watching athletes.
Stebbins has entered the Donato's edge-to-edge delivery zone. Donato's has you covered edge-to-edge for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Order online at Donatos.com. Every piece is important. So we got one of the Pirates have to fix his shoe. So 1st and 10, ball resting at the 19-yard line of the Pirates as the Indians are trying to add some more to the score. Not a running clock as of yet, but a couple of more scores by Stebbins it will be. But West Carrollton will have something to say about that. Something big to say about that. Once again, Holloway to the right, and penalty markers come in all over the place. And it looks like it's going against West Carrollton.
Encroachment, defense, number 85. First down still.
So it'll be 1st and 5 now. Move it down to the 14-yard line.
Defensive lineman, if any part of your body, your hands, your helmet, anything gets in that neutral zone, the neutral zone starts with the front tip of the football. Remember this, from both tips of the football, nobody's allowed on either side. That's called the neutral zone.
There's a snap to Keller, and nice. The pass was intended for Norton, but it was a nice play by the defender there. Here's the Toyota replay. Nice job. That was Kaderi.
Number 10, Andre Norton. He's the big area is running that slant. He's the big surprise in the Miami Valley. He leads the league in receptions. 8 receptions, 203 yards. He didn't start last year, and all of a sudden he's one of the top guys in the Miami Valley. All you young players, don't get frustrated.
And we have a whistle again, and it looks like it's going to be another offside against the Pirates, and that's going to give the
encroachment. Defense number 85, 5 yards. We'll have first down.
Coaches hate that, don't they?
Well, you know what? He's aggressive. He's up there, but you don't want to do it twice in one drive. Move back a little bit, young man. Deion says, move back. Coach David Dewberry, defensive coordinator.
Be first and goal. Ball resting at the 9-yard line now.
I gotta think we're going to go Holloway here.
There's Keller, he's going to keep it himself. He's down to the 5 and into the end zone. Wait a minute. No, they're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. Official, the linesman on this side, come running in. He did not make it in, so clock still runs with 4:30 to go. Here's the play.
Holloway looks like a running back there. He puts that shoulder down. There's no tippy-toeing for this quarterback.
Nope. So he gets down to about the 1-yard line. He tried to reach over, but couldn't get it to go. So it'll be second and goal at the 1-yard line. Clock running with 4:11 to go here in this third quarter.
Now we go Holloway.
No, it's going to be Keller again. And Keller's into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown brought to you by Donato's. So that's 2 in a row for Keller.
4-year starter. He's one of the top guys in the Miami Valley. He and Coach Bonifay, they got a tremendous bond with each other. Coach has been here for 5 years, and he says one of the keys is my whole staff has been with me for 5 years. He really likes his staff. Said we've been together 5 years. That's consistency. That's one of the keys to our success.
Well, that makes it good for the students too, because they know who's going to be coaching.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's Dozier to attempt the extra point. 33-8 is our score. Stebbins opening it up here in this third quarter. Here's the kick is up, and it is through the uprights, so Dozier gets this one to go. So with 4:03 to go, Stebbins leads at 34-8. So you're Coach Black. You're down 34-8. What do you do? I mean, are you going to fly? Or are you
I think you stay with your game plan. Try to get the ball. They've had some drop passes. They've had some fumbles. Just one of those nights. I think you stay with your game plan. You don't panic and throw the bomb every play. Just hang in there and see what you can do.
You still got 16 minutes to go.
Yeah, a lot of football. Hey, here's something about these two head coaches. Every year, the Miami Valley Football Coaches Association has an all-star game. Last year, the head coaches for the North, from Stebbins High School, Greg Bonifay. For the South, Coach Deion Black from West Carrollton. They banged against each other, even though in the same league in the all-star game. It ended in controversy.
After tonight's game, get your full first warning weather weekend forecast from Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters. Only on Dayton 24/7 now at 11 on ABC 22. And I have a feeling this weekend's going to be very, very good.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Football's back, Brownie.
No, I mean, weather-wise, it's going to be great.
Yeah, of course. Man.
Thanks, Natalie. Appreciate it.
If Natalie orders it, it'll happen.
This kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. Good shot of the crowd over on the West Carrollton side.
I talked about the Stebbins staff. They've got Marcus Fales. Remember I keep saying that name, Fales with West Carrollton? He's the nephew of the West Carrollton coaches. So you got a family affair down here. Fales, tremendous football family.
I think he coached with Jefferson for a couple of years. Here's the ball coming down, and picking it up is Anthony at the 1.
15.
He's to the 50.
I love that guy.
20, 30. He's got a little more running room, pushed out of bounds at the 40. And that's where the Pirates are going to take over. Good field position for the Pirates. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
That's Cedric Anthony you're looking at. His mom is his hero. Hey, all you people out this end of town, his mom is retired United States Air Force. Air Force is such a big part of this community, especially out here in Mad River and Fairborn and Beaver Creek. You know, my goodness, what would this town be without a United States Air Force right here at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base? His mom is his hero. Thank you, Mom, for your service to our country. I'm sure you're proud of your son, Cedric, because he sure looks up to you. There he is. He's part of the track team. 3-year starter.
Yeah, we've seen big cargo planes coming in before the game started. You can't see them now, but going in motion is McKinney to the far side. Cloyd back to pass, looking over, and pass is knocked away by Charlie Blanton. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 38-yard line. Here's the Cincinnati Toyota's replay. And nice fingertip. Knocked it off his fingertips.
Jordan Berry and Cedric Anthony, 2 veteran receivers. They've got 11 touchdown passes in their careers together. Really tremendous weapons. Ian's going to keep going to those playmakers.
Going in motion once again is McKinney to the left side. Here, and he's going to try it again. And this time he's tripped up, and I think tripped up is Jordan Berry. And no flag was called on that, or no penalty was called on that.
Call that incidental contact.
Here's the replay on it.
You know, Brian, you talk to offensive coaches like Mike Snyder, or Lance Snyder, or Marcus Colvin around the Miami Valley. They say that's not a penalty. You talk to defensive coaches like Eric Big Play Gillespie and Chip Otta and all those defensive guys. They say that's a penalty. You know,
yeah.
Coach, I'm an old defensive guy. That wasn't a penalty. Incidental contact.
Here's a handoff, or no, fake handoff. They get it over to McKinney. McKinney's got some running room. Gets the first down into Stebbins territory down at the 49-yard line.
There's no quit in these Pirates. Deion's going to have them fighting all the way to the end.
That first down brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats.
RPO, run pass option.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 50-yard line. 3:35 remaining here in quarter number 3. Glad you could join us here on this Thursday night. Here's Darby.
12 men on the field.
And it looks like it's going against West Carrollton.
Oh, I thought it was against...
Legal shift on offense. Did not come set for 1 second.
So, 5-yard penalty against West Carrollton will knock it back to the 45-yard line. Doug Brown and Jim Place with Andre Johnson Jr. down on the sidelines here on Thursday Night Lights. Next week, we're going to be at Arcanum.
That'll be fun. Don't forget Seth in the booth with us up here. He's
yeah,
man.
Seth, yeah.
Oh, proud Butler either.
Here's long pass. He's got a man open, and it's going to go out of play. Oh, my goodness.
Deion's lost 2 years in his life now.
That was in pass was intended for Cedric Anthony. Anthony was so open, all he had to do was catch it, but it went out of bounds.
One of those nights.
3:12 to go. Here's the Cincinnati Toyota replay. And, nobody within 15 yards.
Cover 2. They found the hole in cover 2.
You think Deion Black will run that one again after seeing that? So 2nd and 15. Here's a fake handoff going. Now they're going to do it again, and that time he catches it. Cedric Anthony catches it, but there's a penalty marker back here at the 50.
I was just about to say, Cedric's mom, United States Air Force veteran, she was proud of him. It gets called.
An eligible receiver down the field, number 53 offense. Still 2nd down.
I hate calling their numbers. Do not call it. The offense, that's the only time that he get his name on the PA. Brownie, you're going to get me into a tantrum here. I hate calling high school players numbers.
Calm down.
These are high school players, not college. They're not on scholarship. They're not pros. Stop calling, especially my offensive linemen. Do not call their numbers when they make a mistake. They don't get the name on the paper for scoring touchdowns. I got to talk to the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Second and down, you just did.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it at all, people in Columbus.
Well,
Ohio High School football coaches, change that rule. Get it changed.
You're part of the Miami Valley Coaches Association. No. Here we go.
There it is.
And another pass incomplete. This time intended for Robinson. And it's third down and 20. 2:58 to go here in quarter number 3.
West Carrollton's going to watch films tomorrow and go, oh my gosh, mistakes.
You know, one good thing about doing a Thursday night game or having somebody on Thursday night, if they wanted to, if the schools wanted to, they could have the reserves or the JVs play on Friday night.
That's a good point.
Get play under the lights.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Get that Friday night feeling.
Absolutely.
Coming over to the near side is Jordan Berry, 3 to the far side. Pass over the middle. Ooh, boy, is he. Who was that got nailed? That was Robinson who got nailed at the 50-yard line. Here's a replay on it. Bam!
Yep. Good clean hit. Helmet to the side. Didn't lead with his helmet. Nice clean hit.
As a Cincinnati Toyota dealer's
Kane
instant
Howell,
replay.
6 foot, 205-pound senior. Laying the wood to him.
Now that's the way you tackle.
That's a good clean tackle. Don't lead with your head. Shoulder first.
So 4th and 10, ball resting at midfield. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter. Ball, the quarterback Floyd keeps his feet, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 41-yard line. But the Indians are going to take over 1st and 10 at the West Carrollton 41-yard, or make it the 40. Where are they going to mark it here? They're going to mark it at the 42-yard line, so that's where the Indians will take over 1st and 10. With 2:08 remaining here in quarter number 3, they lead at 34-8. They average 52 points a game.
Yeah, they got a shot at it, Brownie. They're at 34. They got a shot at that average.
Stebbins, they defeated handoff. This time going to Dozier. Or make that Clyde Mason.
He's the special teams all-star. He plays his heart out, this Clyde Mason. I like this guy.
Stebbins, they ripped Northwestern 55-14. And then had a high-scoring affair right here at Edmondson Stadium last week, 49-41 over Greenville. And I like that Greenville team.
I like them, yeah. Tough loss.
Here's Keller, going to keep it himself.
Oh, he's smooth.
To the 45 or to the 35, down to the 34-yard line.
You know that Clyde Mason, number 15, he says, Coach, please talk about me on TV. I'm a tough guy. Back in the day, you had Greg Knoth, you had Wally Henry, you had all these tough guys and part of Stebbins' legacy, Eric Big Play Gillespie. I wanted my name mixed in with those guys. I'm a tough football player, Coach. Talk about me. I am Clyde. You are a tough guy. I like you. There's quarterback, though, Nate Keller. He makes it all go.
1 minute to go here in quarter number 3 from Edmondson Stadium on the campus of Stebbins High School. Here's a handoff, or fake handoff. They send it over to the near side to Rayvon Harris Bell, and he's got the first down. Okay, you're up 34-8. After this series, do you pull your starters?
I always like putting the young guys in, Brownie. Give them a chance. Every coach has got his own philosophy, and you don't know the dynamics of the team and this and everything. You know, they got 60-plus young men on the Stebbins team.
Yeah, they check over here at Coach Bonifay once again. 48 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Here's a handoff to Holloway. Holloway busts up the middle. He gets down to about the 17-yard line. Close to a first down, but maybe a yard short.
I asked Omar, I said, tell me something interesting. He says, Coach, I like Ron Harper. Ron Harper was good friends with my grandfather, Bill Williams, who I told you about, the hard worker. I got to meet Ron Harper and put on 2 of his NBA championship rings.
Here's Holloway once again. A fake handoff to Holloway, and Keller gets the ball. Goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Stebbins has entered the Donato's edge-to-edge delivery zone. Donato's has you covered edge-to-edge for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Order online at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
You know, one word jumps out when I see Keller play. Leader, 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 leader. You know, he makes everybody else around him look good. He's a 4-year starter. He's a leader. I like this guy.
17 seconds left here in the quarter. Here's a handoff, this time going to Harris Bell. Bell busts up the middle, cuts up the middle, down to the 2-yard line. And that is going to do it here in the third quarter. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. 34-8. Ready for the fourth quarter right after this. Andre's with the West Carrollton cheerleaders, and let's go to him right after this play.
Serenity, what's it like being on the sidelines? Obviously, you guys could be here last year, but everybody you see in the stands, all the fans, they couldn't be here.
It's really exciting to have our fans back. You know, we do a lot of crowd involvements where we're supposed to yell and they yell back. Last year was pretty silent when we were trying to do our crowd involvement, so it's really exciting to see all of our fans and everybody that supports us even come to away games and still support us.
And you're a senior this year. You've been cheering for 12 years. What's this last year in high school like, just being able to do this with all your girls?
It's very, very exciting. I'm really grateful that we're actually able to do it this year. Last year and seniors previously with COVID, they got some things taken away, but I feel very grateful that we're able to be out here right now.
And win or lose, just how do you guys keep the morale up no matter what the scoreboard looks like?
Well, we love our boys no matter what, and we're always going to be proud of them. And we just know, like, we're here to have fun. It's high school, but we'll always love them.
Well, you heard Serenity. We're having fun. Back to you guys.
Dalton King gets the touchdown for the Indians. That touchdown brought to you by Donato's.
They bring Dalton King into the game. They're going to go to him. That's a 365-pound bench presser. He's a heck of a football player.
So Boomer in for the extra point. Dozier, that is. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:56 to go here in this fourth quarter, it's now 41-8. Here's the Toyota Dealers instant replay. He was wide open. Wide open. So pass to Dalton King. He gets his name in the scorebook.
Brownie, it doesn't seem like a running clock game. When I think of running clock games, I think of games that are just kills. This one doesn't have the feeling of a kill to me. West Carrollton has played hard. Just didn't make the plays when they had to.
So 41-8 is our score. Scoring summary brought to you by Rand Associates. A 7-yard touchdown pass from Keller to King. Dozier made the extra point, 41-7.
You know, Brownie, you talk about a running clock. I had a meeting with somebody the other day, something in my personal life. I came home and my wife, Joni, took one look at me and she said, I don't have to know. It wasn't 17-14 in overtime, was it? She said, I bet that guy had you 42-0 at halftime with a running clock in the second half. I said, Joni, you are a good football wife. That meeting did not go very well, and you are right. It was 42-0 with a running clock in the second half. That guy beat me that bad. Sometimes it happens.
This kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. Once again, Darby to the near side. This time, number 84 for the Pirates, and that would be Alex Payne back deep.
If I had to guess.
Ball coming down to Darby. Bobbles it. Now he picks it up. He's to the 15, to the 20. Spin move, 25, 30. And out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
If I had to guess, Brownie, I would say that Coach Bonifay is going to leave his number 1 D in. If they hold, look for 2-0 to come in next possession. There's your running clock rule.
Go ahead, Coach.
30 points or more in the second half. The official can actually request from the coaches and run it at any time if the score goes out of hand in the first hand. And of course they have the running clock, which means that they very seldom will stop. We've got the running clock now.
So 41-8 is our score. Greg Bonifay's group going to move to 3-0 on the year. This might be another good year for the Indians.
Oh, they're looking strong.
Going in motion is Javen McBrown. Or no, I take that back. Pass to Anthony went right through his hands.
Don't give up on West Carrollton. They got a lot of football games left. And that West Carrollton offensive line, Sean Newman, 6'2", 245, and a junior, Musa Abuhardi, and he's my man. Nathan Barbasaw, 6', 256, senior at center. Logan Hinch, 6'1", 245, and a senior. And how about Jaden Berry at right tackle, 6'1", 335, and a senior. I want to talk about the Berry twins a little bit here.
10-25 and counting. 3 receivers over to the far side. Cloyd back to pass, looking over to his right, fires over to the right side, and almost has Jordan Berry. And we have a whistle, and a penalty marker comes flying down at the 20-yard line by the head referee. See what the penalty is. It could be against, I don't know.
Dead ball, personal foul, 53 offense.
That's your boy, isn't it?
I won't comment because I don't like him calling his number.
Okay.
I refuse to comment. I refuse to respond to the official picking on my guy. He's number 5 in the class. He's going to be a doctor. When you're a doctor, Musa, change this rule for me. Hey, let's talk about those Berry twins. Number 78, Jaden. Number 9, Jordan. They're twins. Jaden's 335. Jordan's 160. Boy, they're best friends, though. They do everything together.
There's the big guy, left tackle.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
Cloyd going back to pass over the middle. And in and out of the hands, once again, of Cedric Anthony.
I asked the Berry twins, what's the best part of being twins? They said, we're always together. I said, what's the worst part of being twins? We're always together. I got 2 sets of grandchildren that are twins, and I'll tell you, that's a special relationship. These 2 guys, they've played football together since the 2nd grade, as has most of this West Carrollton senior class. They're excited about their senior season. They got to get a little bit of the rust worked out. They've got the talent. They're going to do all right this season. Hang in there, West Carrollton. You got a good coach. He cares about you. You care about him. Don't get down, guys. That's the worst thing that can happen.
It's always good to have a good peewee system, isn't it?
Oh, it helps. It helps.
Here's the punt. End-over-end kick coming down. It's going to take a... Stebbins. Here comes Norton. Norton around the left side and out of bounds at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Indians are going to take over, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch Norton when he comes off the field. I asked him, what do you like most about football? He says, I love it when you make a big play and you come off the field and your teammates get all excited for you. Well,
you're not going to do it this time, though.
No, he's got to stay on the field. He said, that's what I like most about it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians at their Pirate 34-yard line. Keller's still in there. Hey. Coming up after this play, we'll let you know about next week. Here's a handoff to Holloway. Holloway up the left side, down to the 30 to 27-yard line. Join us next Thursday on MyTV Dayton at 7 o'clock when we head to Arcanum High School to catch the Ansonia Tigers taking on the Trojans. We were up there last year, and, Coach, it was raining, and we had a truck got into an accident. We couldn't do it. But now we're going to go up there, and those 2 schools are so excited about us coming up there.
Oh, that's good country up there. The only good sign is great concession stand, Brownie. I went to it 4 times last year during that rain delay.
That's why I couldn't find you.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Holloway. Holloway down to the 19. Yeah, I couldn't find you. I was looking all over for you. Even though I was doing the game on radio, and I thought you were going to be close by or something like that. I didn't know you were going to be down at the concession stand.
Yeah, Arcanum, I'm coming. Get those chicken sandwiches ready. Hey, Brownie, something about Deion Black, what he's done with the West Carrollton team. He highly suggests that they all run track. They won the league in track. And with almost all the football players, I love coaches that encourage their players to play more than one sport.
Did you?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, I was track and wrestling.
Keller will hand off to Holloway once again. Or no, that's not Holloway. That would be number 44, Lavelle Lyles. And penalty markers down.
Holding, 63 offense.
When I was an athletic director and I was hiring coaches for sports, one of the first things that I would do is call their previous school and say, hey, did he encourage his athletes to play other sports, or was he a guy that said, just play my one sport? If he was a coach that encourages to play his guys one sport, I didn't want any part of him. You just can't win if you don't share the good athletes. That's something, you look at the top programs, they share athletes. That's what Deion Black, run track.
Hand off to Lyles. Fake handoff. Here comes Keller. And a penalty marker comes flying in from the far side. And that looks like it might be holding on the Stebbins Indians.
Coach is starting to substitute a little bit. I don't want to tell Coach Bonifay what to do, but things are getting
Holding,
a little sloppy.
59 offense. Spot foul, still first down.
I think I'd get Keller out of there. Things are getting a little sloppy, maybe a little chippy. I think I go, okay, good, you're good. Hey, Coach Bonifay, listen to me. Thanks, Coach.
There's a trophy.
Yeah.
The Thursday Night Lights trophy, donated by Rand Associates, and it's going to go to the Stebbins Indians here in 5:25.
Coach Bonifay, listen to me. I think he's got that headset. He's listening to us, not the press box, Brownie. Get Keller out of there. Get Keller out of there. Good call, Coach.
Hand off to Lyles, coming over to the near side. Lyles, stiff arms, nice stiff arm, down to the 30-yard line. So that's going to be second down.
He's a sophomore. He says, look out for me, everybody.
Penalty marker down. And a quarterback now is Nate Thrash.
Lyle says Omar's graduating. Stebbins Indians. I'm going to take it
Holding,
where we left
72 offense. Still first down.
First and very, very long. Ball will be brought back to the 48-yard line.
Hey, Brownie, why don't you sit up here? I want to go football 101, even though it's late in the game. Defensive line coach for West Carrollton is Jackie Fells. He's the best in the business. He does a lot of things called test and twist, which I'm going to explain when we come back. He's a huge believer in text and twist. I'll explain to what that means. Football 101. Jackie Fells, best D-line coach, Southwest Ohio.
First and 40, ball at the 50-yard line. Handoff to Lyles. Lyles coming around. He's a big kid.
Oh, yeah, he looks tough. He's a really good player.
Picks up one.
Brownie, you don't understand text and twist. You have to understand they have letters for gaps. The gap between the center and the guard is A gap. B gap's the next gap. C gap, and then outside the tight end is D gap. Well, when you text and twist, the defensive tackle on a twist, he's going to go outside the B gap. The defensive end is going to come all the way around into A gap. When you go text, the defensive tackle is going to come out the C gap. The defensive end is going to hit B gap. So they're a little twist with your defensive linemen. I'm going to talk more about it after this play. Text and twist. Nobody's better at it than Jackie. Nobody teaches it better than Jackie Fells Jr.
It's throw out to the near side, and it goes through the hands of Caden Hunter.
You know, let that young man throw the ball. You know, he got to lead the number 2.
So it'll be second down and 39. Ball will be at the 49-yard line with 2:59 remaining here in this contest. All Stebbins, 41-8. They're going to keep that high scoring average, probably one of the highest in the area.
They're going to let the clock run down.
Hand off to Lyles. Lyles up the middle. Going to get down to the 45, still on his feet.
Oh, I like this big boy. Big guy.
Big kid. How big is he?
He's big. You know, Jackie Phillips was my defensive line coach when we were state championships at Chaminade Julian. He was our D-line coach. We went into the state championship game. I said, Jackie, do I got to bring some linebacker heat? He says, Coach, we'll Texan twist him. I love the Texan twist.
41-8 is our score with so they're talking to the coach over here. And timeout called.
Timeout, Stebbins.
Timeout called, and we're going to take a break. Be right back with the last 150. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Stebbins will punt it away. And back deep. Looks like that is number 13 of Michael Cundiff. They got the clock running now. I didn't think they were going to start the clock after a timeout. I thought they had to leave it stopped until the play snapped.
You know your rules, Brownie.
There's a punt away, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the. As they walk up the field, I think they're going to mark it at about the 15-yard line. So the West Carrollton Pirates will take over, 1st and 10, at their own 20 or their own 15-yard line.
Got a lot of young players in there. Is there a chance? They're on TV. Mom, Dad, look at me. I'm on TV.
Back at it next week at Arcanum. Looking forward to going up there. And, you know, it's very unusual over there because the press box is on the visitor side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's because the Arcanum fans, they didn't want to be facing the sun.
That makes sense.
Yeah. They had their choice, and they accommodated them. So here come the Pirates. 1st and 10 at their own 15 with 1:15 remaining here in this contest. 41-8. See if the Pirates can put one up on the board here. Hand off to Darby. Darby coming over, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 5-yard line. But that's not going to be good enough for the Pirates tonight, as they will fall to 0-3 on the year. Stebbins will improve to 3-0, 2-0 in the conference. So Stebbins crowd coming alive.
Stebbins is going to be, Troy, Piqua. Watch out. Stebbins Indians look good.
Stebbins is coming to Troy next week.
You know, Scotty, you got a senior quarterback's a 4-year starter. You got a chance in every game. His leadership, just his will to win, that's going to keep him in games. Oh, they're celebrating out here at Stebbins. Tremendous culture out here. I love Stebbins High School.
Play game, offense.
So West Carrollton will travel to Tippecanoe next Friday night, and the Indians will travel to Troy. And there's the final score. Your final score: Stebbins 41 and the West Carrollton Pirates 8. There's a good shot of Greg Bonifay.
Hang in there, Dion. Hang in there.
We'll be back with the trophies presentation right after this. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Back here at Edmonton Stadium, 41-8 is our final score. Andre's got the trophy presentation to the victorious Stebbins Indians.
Congratulations to the Stebbins Indians. You guys said it was a rivalry game and that you only won by 3 last year. You told me you wanted to win by more this year. You did that, so you earned this Thursday Night Lights trophy.
Hey, let's get a picture with the logo. Hey, number one. Hold them ones up.
Gotta get the team picture in. Gotta get the team picture. And guys, I'm here with head coach Greg Bonifay. Coach, what's it like seeing your team, all of these emotions after a hard-fought win?
It's great to see, man. You know, our kids played hard. They deserve this. They've been, wanting to get this for a while now, and we broke the Thursday night streak this year, and we're feeling pretty good.
Now, going into the locker room, you said you wanted to see a little more from your defense. You wanted them to tackle. They shut them out in the second half. How you feeling about that?
They stepped up. They did exactly what we talked about at halftime and stepped up, and I'm proud of them.
Now, offensively, you guys have been on fire this year. What is it about that offense that makes it so special?
We just have so many different people that can make plays, and no matter who's got the ball in their hands, they can break for a big one, and, that's a great feeling. Our O-line has stepped up since we started during two-a-days, and they're doing a great job. All the kids are just working hard.
Now, you're off to a hot start this season. What can you carry from these first 3 games into the rest of your year?
Well, as far as now, we're worried about one thing, and that's Troy. We've got Troy next week, and we're gonna start preparing for them starting tonight and get things rolling.
Thank you, Coach Bonifay. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
Appreciate it.
41-8 is our final score as the Stebbins Indians celebrate. They got the Troy Trojans next week, and that's not going to be an easy task for the Indians up in there in Trojan Company. There they come over to the near side as they are getting ready to celebrate with their fans over here. So
they like that trophy, Brownie.
Oh yeah, Thursday Night Lights can't get any better than that. So player of the game. You go with it.
How about Keller, the quarterback? I thought his leadership, besides what he did on the field, I thought his leadership was really the determining factor in this game.
So Nate Keller's your player of the game, and the Indians winning 41-8. I want to say goodnight from Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Join us next Thursday night at 7 p.m. for the Ansonia at Arcanum on MyTV Dayton. Stay tuned for Dateline on MyTV Dayton. Thanks for joining us here on MyTV Dayton. Thanks to Stebbins High School, West Carrollton High School. Good night from Edmondson Stadium on the campus of Stebbins High School.